Are the MHSAA, a collection of 750 high schools and 750 middle schools, from Temperance to Copper Harbor, from New Buffalo to Alpena. Each year, more than 250,000 students play one of our 28 sports. More than 1.5 million fans attend our postseason games. There are 30,000 coaches and 8,000 officials, not to mention all of the volunteers. The MHSAA believes in the 4 S's. School sports should be safe and kept in the appropriate scope. We believe nothing beats great sportsmanship, and that scholarship in the classroom is more important than excellence on the field or court. Most of all, we believe school sports should be fun. So come out and join us at a game. Support your school, support your community, and come see what the excitement is all about.
Weights have been lifted. Sprints have been run. Preparation for today's game is history. It's time to get it done. You're listening on MichiganSportsRadio.com.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to Game Night. Back at Zeeland Stadium tonight, Nate Dreyer, Chandler Timmer. It's the wrong night, but what a great week of football it's going to be for us here as we close the regular season. First, a big matchup here on Thursday night, and we, of course, will also be back with the rest of Michigan Sports Radio tomorrow night. But this one, Chandler, West Catholic, Zeeland West, 2 teams that are absolute state championship contenders in their respective divisions, but also 2 teams that can really, really physically lean on each other. This will be a great warm-up for the playoffs for each of these 2.
Yeah, it really will be. 2 teams that are already locked in their playoff spots, but a kind of a great game to get the feel for what the postseason is going to be like. And as you mentioned, 2 really physical teams that love to run the football. Incredible performance from West Catholic last week, running for over 250 yards, multiple touchdowns on the ground. Really dominant performance there in Zeeland West, a team that, of course, is going to run the football with a multitude of backs, as they always do.
Yeah, that's absolutely going to be the case. We've got a lot to get to here in our Bennett Center Farmers Insurance Agency pregame show, so don't go anywhere when we come back. Not an interview this week, but we're actually going to go to me, as I'm going to have a little bit of an in-studio breakdown of what the playoff picture looks like as we move in to this final week of the season. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back here on Game Night on Michigan Sports Radio.
This one wins the series.
Struck out with the cheap seats? Important things aren't worth compromising. At Farmers, we offer both quality insurance and great savings. Here, take mine.
We are Farmers. Bum, 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 bum.
Game Night is presented in part by Farmers Insurance, Bennett Center Agency, for all auto, home, specialty, life, and commercial insurance. See what a center can do for you.
Was founded based on the belief that the interests of our clients must always come first.
We listen and understand your objectives before making a recommendation.
We customize the portfolio of investments to fit your goals.
It is our commitment to provide a strong line of communication.
Our services include family wealth management, saving for retirement, and estate planning and trust services.
Getting started is as easy as picking up the phone. After all, when everything is said and done, isn't it about time?
Hey everyone, welcome back in here to Game Night, and welcome back into the MGN Studios. Nate Schreier back with you here. Whether you're watching during our Bennett Center Farmers Insurance Agency, Centennial Securities halftime show, or just on YouTube based on what game or where you may have found this piece. A chance here as we've made our way to the final week of the season to do a little bit of a playoff picture look as we head into the final week of the year. Things honestly in West Michigan pretty solidified in a lot of cases, but let's take a look at some of the things we're looking for both in the games that we've got this weekend at MGN and of course also around the area as a whole. Of course, huge thank you to snoozeq.com along with goosepoop.io. Those are kind of the main 2 tools I and so many others use in terms of looking at how are things going to be grouped and mapped, and we're going to look at Snooze's website in just a second for just that, as well as looking at the projections of if this team wins, if that team wins, what exactly are things going to look like, and spreads and predictions in that way as well from Goose Poop. So we thank those guys for all of their work that helps us sometimes try to look a little bit smarter on game night and elsewhere in the media. They do the real heavy lifting for us. And with that, like I said, we're going to take a look here at snooze2.com. First off, note here as well, as you can see I've done here, make sure you click on, I was talking to Snooze about this, you go to the interactive map portion of this. It's where you can get a little bit better looking map options. So we begin here in Division 1, and I think in D1 things are going to be pretty straightforward, and it's going to in large part come down to Jenison. By the way, Snooze's website also has an option to be able to look at the team list and where things are at in that regard and how things are aligned, and that's where you see Jenison. That's going to be a talking point that we're going to touch upon here in just 1 second, because this is how things align at the moment. Granville going to Hudsonville, East Kentwood, and Rockford. But if you throw Jenison into the mix, that then, of course, is going to put another team in the playoff mix that you're going to have to contend with. And in that case, where things get seeded, you can expect to see East Kentwood go east. Jenison fits into Region 1. So very likely, and that is making a probably decent assumption that Jenison wins that game against Grand Haven this week. You're going to see Jenison wind up the 4 seed. They will be the team going to Hudsonville, and you likely will have Granville going to the TED to take on Rockford. It seems to be a little bit of an annual tradition. D2, a game or a division that has a little bit of interest if you are watching the Granville-Caledonia game, and that's where things are really interesting, because right now, as you can clearly see, no Muskegon, reigning state champions, no Caledonia, who of course were in the state title game in Division 1 a couple years ago, and just kind of a funky thing. Both of those teams right now, playoff points-wise, would be good enough to make the playoffs if they played in Division 1, but they are both out, and honestly both comfortably out. I think Muskegon, they take on Cincinnati Moeller, one of the best teams in Cincinnati. They're in trouble pretty much regardless, I think, this week. Caledonia might be in trouble regardless, too. It's going to be really tough for them, even with a win, if you take a look at the Goose Poop projections, if they are able to beat Granville. But regardless, Caledonia will need a win against Granville, and all these D2 teams are all, for the most part, centered right in that same district. And my goodness, what a district that'll be. Byron Center, Northview, Mona Shores, all grouped together right now. When you're talking about where MGN might be, if we aren't doing Granville games, and we're going to have a little bit to talk about in terms of where exactly we're going to be, you'll probably see us on a lot of Unity Christian coverage, but that also certainly one place that we're going to have to think about wanting to be. Division 3 gets a little bit interesting as well, and interesting, of course, in terms of looking at teams that we're covering this week. Zeeland East, Zeeland West, both right now in their own district and also in their own region. In terms of these other teams, the main district to watch is District 2, as you have Forest Hills Central, Coopersville, Kenowa Hills, who of course just beat Coopersville, East Grand Rapids, who just beat Catholic Central. They're all grouped together in a really interesting one, but once again, potentially looking at a situation like last year where it wound up being FHC versus Zeeland West for a trip to Ford Field in the state semis. We could have that set up again, and a potentially interesting and good little draw here for Cedar Springs, as they're going to get to kind of be in their own district. Some good teams, of course, coming north that, it's tough to always fully grasp onto what they're going to be, but that could be interesting to look at it as well, the way things are falling heading into this final week of the year. And honestly, once again, all pretty straightforward. I think in D3 and the way things are going to look, it's kind of been a straightforward year in that way. On the whole, probably more of a straightforward year than we've had for the last couple of seasons. In Division 4, this is where I think you're going to find us, Chandler and I, spending a lot of our time this playoff run. We did the Unity Christian playoff run in 2021. That was a ton of fun, and they could likely be doing it again. They get to start with their big rematch against South Christian. We'll see what Carson Viss and company have going. South Christian in a position, they have to play Catholic Central to close their season, but I think even with a loss there, they'll be okay at 4-5. But likely it'll be tough for them to climb. We'll see how things fall. Maybe they're going to be able to climb with a win this week into the third spot, which would be really big for them to avoid Unity Christian. But Unity Christian potentially in good position in terms of other MSR broadcast teams. Remember, Freeland and Lou Gamelin do have a Freeland broadcast every week on MGN. So keep an eye on that, potentially at least in terms of Ford Field for if Freeland and Unity match up. That's a one scenario where MGN would not have the coverage of a Unity Christian State Championship game. But you can kind of look at it. Hamilton right now set to go south to Paw Paw. in a prior week with snooze with the way things that fell. Hamilton was playing Holland Christian, so it could be an interesting rivalry matchup, but things wind up falling that way again. This is all really up in the air. Forest Hills Eastern right now in their own region as well as they're getting to stack things up. Taking a look at Division 5, and of course everyone is going to have their eye on one thing when it comes to West Michigan teams, and that is Catholic Central, West Catholic. We're seeing West Catholic as they take on Zeeland West this week. You can see playoff points, 55-53. It's close there, and this final week of the year, especially playing against a really good D3 opponent, could be very, very critical for West Catholic if they are going to have a chance to jump into a 1 seed and maybe being able to host that game against Catholic Central. That's the biggest thing, I think, in this Thursday night game that is up for grabs for West Catholic. Not a ton up for grabs on Thursday night for Zeeland West in the grand scheme of things playoff-wise, but West Catholic still a chance based on the way things fall to possibly be able to move up in those playoff rankings a little bit and be able to potentially get a home game against Catholic Central for that huge potential district championship game that would be following that. So that's a look at kind of the top 5 divisions at least, and a look around West Michigan. Thanks, of course, like I said, snoozeju.com, goosepoop.io for all of their work. Make sure you check out those sites. I'm sure I'm not the first one to tell you about those sites, but make sure you check them out. And make sure you stay tuned to @MI Game Night. You can see above me on social media for where we're going to be for the playoff run. We're still TBD on what our Granville potential coverage looks like, but I can tell you right now, if Granville's playing at Rockford or if Granville is playing at Hudsonville, we're going to have our Rockford and our Hudsonville teams most likely, especially Rockford for sure, and also looks like Hudsonville on the coverage of those games. So likely we would not pick up a Granville coverage point until into if they're able to win a district championship, unfortunately. So therefore, look at Unity Christian, look at Division II and other places that Chandler and I may wind up being as kind of where things are looking right now in terms of our playoff picture. All right, that'll do it. Thanks, as always, to the Bennett Center Agency, along with Centennial Securities for presenting Game Night on Michigan Sports Radio and MichiganGameNight.com. And we will be right back here on MGN. Gear up this season with the MGN Shop, featuring everything from t-shirts, sweatshirts, hats, and outerwear, to water bottles, stickers, and other accessories that help show off your style and your support of Game Night, the Granville Bulldogs, and more. To shop, click on the Shop Merch tab at the top of MichiganGameNight.com and browse nearly 50 items. And be sure to check in frequently as new items are added throughout the season. That's the MGN Shop through MichiganGameNight.com.
Don't just find yourself, make yourself. Start businesses, build bridges, save lives, raise a whole city. This is your future, so take it and move all of us forward.
Rapid Sports Hall of Fame celebrates the city's rich sports history by honoring prominent West Michigan athletes and those who have contributed greatly to sports on a local, state, or national level. A class is elected each year and then honored at an induction ceremony in the fall. They also prevent annual events in support of West Michigan athletics, and they raise funds to support local youth organizations and charities. Follow them on Facebook or check out the pictures and biographies of all 181 inductees at grshof.com.
Car Center is an automotive collision repair company with multiple shops throughout West Michigan.
Our goal is simple: to bring hospitality to the collision repair industry.
You can find us online at carcentermi.com to find the location nearest to you. Because at Car Center, fixing cars is our job.
But helping people, that's our business.
The pulse of our community flows through all of us. Your blood donation keeps it strong. Schedule your donation at versity.org or call 866-MI-BLOOD. Together, we are a beacon of hope.
Uccello's Restaurante is where great food and sports come together. There's something for everyone, from a variety of handcrafted pizzas, along with classic Italian dishes. With over 50-plus TVs in each location, you won't miss any action of the big game. Plus, they deliver. To check out their menu or order online, go to uccellos.com. Check us out to see why we're the #1 sports lounge in the area.
Hey sports fans, my name is Ava, and I go to Cityside Middle School, which is just a couple doors down from Cobalt Banker, where my mom, Angela Reed, works. She has been a top-ranked realtor for several years and loves to help people. If you are looking to buy or sell a home in West Michigan, be sure to call my mom, Angela Reed, at 231-730-2274. That is Angela Reed at 231-730-2274. Have a great day.
Roth, he'll turn, give, Terry, busting into the open field. There he goes. Jaden Terry Granville with an answer and another Bulldog win. Gives the Scurry's fake. This in the backfield, evading a man, throws out of a tackle, incomplete. Zeros across the scoreboard. Harper Woods have won the state championship, their first in school history, in unbelievable, thrilling fashion.
We were built to thrive, yeah. I think that we've all had
fake handoff, guy up the middle, big hole, bursting over the 40 to the 45-50, angling right at the 40, 35-30, racing to the 25, 20, outside the numbers, 10, 5, touchdown, Muskegon, Mackay guy, 80 yards to the house. And hello everyone, and welcome to Game Night. Nate Dreyer, Chandler Timmer, and we're back live here on the Bennett Center Farmers Insurance Agency pregame show for our final edition of the West Shore Game of the Week of the year. And boy, it is a good one here tonight at Zeeland Stadium. West Catholic and Zeeland West, a division, a conference champion in one half in Catholic or in West Catholic. They'll have a game with Catholic Center coming up shortly with the West Catholic, and then the Zeeland West team, while they were second, the OK Gold, second only to Unity Christian, a team that, of course, is a state title contender in their own right. And I tell you what, this is going to be a great matchup and a really good chance, Chandler, as well. You have to say as well, for these two teams to have a really, really good a terrific chance to get ready, to warm up for this playoff run, to stay healthy probably too, having an extra day on the back end playing a Thursday night. But two teams are physical. They want to do a lot of things in similar ways. They'll do some things in different ways, of course, when you look at these offenses. But one of the big things that really comes to the forefront is physicality in this football game that both teams certainly are going to exhibit every sign of.
Yeah, I think a great opportunity. Both these teams kind of looking forward to the last week of the regular season, getting a chance to play essentially a playoff game. Of course, both these teams are locked into the playoffs and going to be playing next week regardless. So kind of a non-conference game at the end here to test themselves against another really physical team that's looking to make a deep playoff run. And when you've got two teams that are really physical like that, love to run the football, pride themselves on playing some strong defense as well, creates a really good matchup here in the last week of the regular season.
Yeah, and courtesy and thanks to Jordan Bannister and everyone here at Zeeland, we will have video coverage coming up tonight on this Thursday night showdown via the Huddle Focus Cam here at Zeeland. Let's take a look at some of the big talking points in this week's edition of Chandler's Chalkboard. We start with looking at Zeeland West and an idea, Chandler, of when to break. When will this offense? We know, of course, if Coach Shoto could stay two tight ends in the base T, he would do that every single play. But we know that this team, they have some wing T options. They have some even unique shotgun kind of split back T options that we've seen them utilize in games this year. So the question is, when is going to be the best time, and how is Zeeland West going to break that T if they do?
Yeah, this is something that they've been doing the last couple of years. It's just kind of a wrinkle in their offense. As you mentioned, Coach Shilato loves the T formation, and they'll stay true to it if it's working. I think if they're able to run the football effectively and are moving the ball, they're going to stay in the T, and especially in Week 9 here, not going to give too much away for the playoffs. But at the same time, if they need to change things up and give a different look to this West Catholic defense, they've got that in their pocket. They can run that shotgun-type formation, something that they've been getting comfortable with throughout the season as well, and can definitely go to try to change up the look.
Yeah, and that shotgun formation, just to describe it a little bit, what they've utilized is, again, they have a absolutely terrific quarterback in the senior Trey Slotak. It's essentially almost a split-back gun. He's standing, but instead of two standing running backs off either hip-sitting sidecar, they both have a hand in the dirt, essentially as if they're in the tee, and they're snapping it essentially just direct to where the fullback would be, and then the fullback moves off center. So it really does a lot of things. The main thing it does is this is a tee offense that gets the quarterback in slow talk through the pass game, yes, but especially the run game. It gets the quarterback as involved or probably more involved than you see any team do in terms of a tee team, and this just kind of adds to what slow talk is able to do in that element with his run game out of the gun.
Yeah, for sure. It gives him an opportunity to put some pressure on the defense in a different way. Of course, he's going to use his legs in the tee as well. They use him to run the football more than a lot of teams in the area that run the tee do. But definitely when he's in the gun, you can utilize his arm a little bit more, his playmaking ability, help him stretch the field. And, of course, we know they have the playmakers to go along and to help him out.
Yeah, they absolutely certainly do have, and they have a lot of them. They've got some depth at that position. Other side of the ball, West Catholic. Again, this is also a very, very physical team. You mentioned it in our open last week. David Brittenfeld, their senior running back, he ran for 250 yards, 4 touchdowns against Hamilton. He's had 250-plus games on a couple of occasions this season. They want to run the ball. They have as good of an offensive line as Landon Grove has ever had here at West Catholic, which is quite the statement, certainly to make. But the one thing they can do, and they especially can add on to it with the terrific play of their junior quarterback, Grady Augustin, as well, is it's quick hitters, and it's an offense that can play with tempo. They're not afraid to go up-tempo, and if they're finding something that works, they will have that defense continuously on their heels.
Yeah, they can turn one nice play into a nice drive pretty quickly. Once they get the defense on their heels, they can run up-tempo a little bit. They can run their entire offense and have those play calls ready where they can continue to run it at you and keep the play call pretty simple as far as inside zone runs and work their way right down the field. And they can also start to open up the pass game, some of those RPO-type looks as well. And so they kind of carry that momentum. As soon as they break one, they can go up-tempo and hit you again.
Both teams, as you can see, starting to find their way out there, getting closer to the national anthem. So we'll wrap it up here on our Center Agency pregame show. By the last point, safety first. For these two teams, they've given themselves an extra day to get ready for the playoffs, playing this game on a Thursday night. So everyone, both these teams are very healthy for the most part right now, at least in terms of their second half of the year units. A key point for everyone to stay healthy. I think for that reason, we might see some rotations in this game. You might see some different younger guys as well with a chance to kind of break in. This is a true game that's a combination of stay healthy and try out some things for the playoffs.
Yeah, it really is. I think especially in a physical game like this, you'll take the extra day of rest afterwards. But as mentioned, these two teams both going to be prepared to what they're doing here as far as I lost my train of thought there.
I think, prepared for what they're doing, and I think, being physical and getting ready to see a team that may match some of what they're going to do in the playoffs.
Yeah, no doubt. An opportunity for a test to kind of test themselves against another playoff caliber team, strength on strength type matchup.
Yeah, absolutely. Both teams getting ready for that national anthem right now. So in just a second, we are going to step aside and be right back here from Zeeland. Don't go anywhere. It's a big one as we wrap up the first of 2 nights here of the regular season, Zeeland West and West Catholic.
Do you have a distressed home you'd like to sell? Did you inherit a home you'd like to move on from with ease? Are you a tired landlord and it's just time? For Real buys and sells as-is homes with a mission to create real estate upside for everyone. We're fast, fair, for real. Call or visit For Real today for your free 15-minute consultation. 616-816-2028.
Jets has been making the best Detroit-style pizza on the planet for over 40 years. Because we've always been committed to quality, like hand-pressed dough, fresh mozzarella, and sauce made from Mama Jet's secret family recipe. All baked to perfection for the thickest golden crunch. So go ahead, build your own Detroit-style pizza or order one of our specialties, like the all-meaty or Jet 10. Jets, better because it has to be.
Looking to secure your property with a high-quality fence from a top-rated fencing company? With limitless options and quality fencing materials, Superior Fence and Rail is West Michigan's premier fence installation company. Veteran and locally owned, we're honored to support the West Michigan community and their sports programs. To learn more, visit SuperiorFenceandRail.com or give us a call. Superior Fence and Rail, protecting what matters.
Stock up this Labor Day with amazing savings at your neighborhood family fair. With card, enjoy cool sips of select varieties of Pepsi or 7-Up products. Buy 2, get 3 free. Beat the heat with 6 to 12 count Outshine bars, 2 for $8. And save on items down every aisle during our Buy 5, Save 5 sale on items like select varieties of Nabisco Ritz or snack crackers, select varieties of Farmland sliced bacon, or Kool-Aid, Tang, Arizona, Mio, Country Time, or Crystal Light drink mixes. Family Fair in your neighborhood.
Bad stuff. All right, welcome back again. Nate Dreyer, Chandler Timmer. We're getting close to kickoff here. West Catholic and Zeeland West getting ready to go on game night on Michigan Sports Radio. The Family Fair Tailgate Special is fresh, all natural honey-style ribs. Buy one, get one free. Visit shopfamilyfair.com for all of the specials. So throughout this game, we'll have more information coming up after we get things kicked off on the Versiti Blood Center blood battle between Hope and Calvin as we work our way towards the first ever contest between those two. Waiting still here as we're a little ahead of schedule for the Huddle Cam to come up here at Zeeland. So we're going to have a stationary camera call, a little bit of a radio broadcast as Lucas Smith has got us underway. And it will be West Catholic getting the football to open on the return here. Stymied inside the 30-yard line, and Chandler, the West Catholic offense now gets ready to go to work. And again, it's the junior, the lefty, Grady Augustin, that runs this offense. He's a guy that certainly is very capable of distributing the ball where it needs to be, but it's going to be the run game off of him that West Catholic is going to prioritize.
Yeah, no doubt. The team that prioritizes running the football, do a lot with the running back position. He can also use his legs at the quarterback position, but then once they open up the run game, then they can start to spread the ball a little bit out to the outside.
They'll open 4 wide. They'll fake it to Brittenfeld on the RPO and give it on to Aaron Rickord, the junior. Finds his way over the 30-yard line before he gets escorted on out by Drew Albrecht, the sophomore along the sideline. Albrecht made a couple of starts this year at quarterback, when there were at least one start when Trey Slotak suffered a midseason injury, including the Bird Bowl that he started and won. So the sophomore out there ranging at safety, able to make that stop after a gain of 3 on the quick fake give and then that swing pass out to Rickord.
And this time in the first play of the game, electing to spread the ball right away, get the quick throw, and then are hoping against a good Zeeland West run defense that can open things up a little bit in the middle of the field.
They went 4 wide on the first look. Now kind of an awkward snap to Augustin out of the pistol, and he trips on ahead for 2 yards at the end of that play. Trey Slotak in on the stop. Kind of interesting, the different looks West Catholic is showing. A 4-wide shotgun and then a 2-wide power pistol, their first 2 looks of the game, and they've got a 3rd and 5 on the way.
Yeah, unfortunate right there. There's a broken play from the beginning, and the center is about the only one who was ready to go. Everyone else looked surprised. West Catholic fortunate to hold it even onto the football right there.
Coach Shoto changing up his front line. Oshevsky goes in motion, and they'll swing it to the junior. Looking to turn wide, and he'll extend the play for the first down before the tackle was made by Brody Moss, chasing him down on the edge. Great job there by Oshevsky, who had a couple picks along with a touchdown on offense a week ago in the win against Hamilton for West Catholic, and makes a good play right off the bat to move the chains for the first time. 10.5 to go.
Yeah, just a swing pass out into the left flat, and then able to make a man miss, pick up the necessary yardage to get the conversion right there. Big 3rd down to start the game.
3 wide set from the gun. This is kind of their base look with the junior Wildman acting as the H-back, now rotated to the left side of the line. Fake give to Brittenfeld and the end around on to Aaron Rickord. The junior had some speed, but he gets tripped up very nicely by Brandon Holman as the sophomore probably saved a first down or more. And it's a gain of 6 right to the 45-yard line.
Yeah, early on, West Catholic going pretty deep into the playbook to find some of those plays to get to the perimeter and out around the outside instead of running right at the strength of the Zeeland West run defense.
Same look as that defensive line shifts up. This time Oshevsky goes in motion. It'll be an option play, a triple option start, and a keep for Augustin. Will pick up the first down. A lot of different looks in the run game. The reverses on that was really just kind of a spread triple option play.
Yeah, very much. The triple option, the give to the running back was covered very well. Good decision by Augustin to pull that one. So he would have been wrapped up in the backfield. And then as the girl on the outside was looking to make the pitch, elected to keep it himself, able to cut it upfield and get across midfield.
They're up into opponent territory for the first time. 48 seconds on the clock. And again, Augustin, the lefty junior, will this time pitch it to Brittenfeld. And the seniors got ahead of steam before Nico Mongoon will wrap them up just shy of the 40-yard line to the 41. The run game starting to go a little bit right now for the Falcons.
Just a quick pitch. Brittenfeld able to turn that one upfield. His first carry of the night. Have to imagine he's going to be seeing the ball a lot more. A guy that had a huge week last week.
Yes, certainly that would be the case. Gain of 7, 41-yard line here for Augustin and this offense. Brittenfeld, a tough, big senior running back, but he's got that speed burst as well that we've seen. Augustin, this time, option keeper, and the quarterback gets the first down before he is stood up and sent the other way by Keaton Hendricks. Again, though, it's a unique run game. The ball, by the way, did come free at the end of the play after the whistle, and Trey Slotok came out with it, as you saw with his hands up, but pretty much every play for this team, when they do run it, it isn't necessarily just straight inside-outside zone runs. There's an option element to almost everything.
Yeah, there has been to this point. We know at times they've beat teams just running the inside zones, and they've known right away from the start they're going to have to get a little creative in the run game. Their read option type look where the quarterback keeps it.
Motion from both of the slots right here as they go 4 wide. That's Olszewski and Rickord that went in motion for Grady Augustin. Brittenfeld will keep. He'll turn it over the 30-yard line, and he'll be up around the marker. Cut down 2 yards short of the first down. Good movement right now offensively for this West Catholic team. And again, they want to just beat you in the run game, and that's what they're doing right now. And they're chewing a little bit of clock as well inside 8 minutes to go.
Yeah, that more just a base inside run right there, but you can tell now the middle of the field's opened up a little bit because they've been able to get the ball to the outside.
A shift between 3 and 4 wide receivers in a couple of cases. Another pitch to Brittenfeld. This one is well read, and that one is blown up by Smyers in the backfield. It'll be 3rd and long. As once again, it's kind of that speed option look, but this time the Ducks defense off the edge, and Smyers is very good in that regard, able to beat them to the edge.
Yeah, Smyers just getting upfield and initially seeing the pitch going to the outside right away. They run it to the short side of the field, so already not a lot of room to work with. Then Smyers able to shoot through there and make the tackle in the backfield.
7:15 to go, and on a 3rd down and 6, Coach Grove is going to have him spread the field here for Augustin, the junior, whose only throw is that quick little RPO, swing into the flat earlier. We'll see if he's got to do so here. Olszewski goes in motion, end around, fumble, and it is recovered by the Falcons. They get a little creative on 3rd and long right there, and it nearly ends in disaster before Augustin was able to land on it. It'll be 4th and 12. And it's going to be a kind of right no man's land, a long conversion that's needed, but a dangerous play call right there, especially in that situation.
Yeah, it sure was. It looked like a trick play to where they were going to be given the end around and then potentially having a pass play down the field off from that, but having trouble initially getting the ball in the backfield. Augustin just able to jump on it and maintain possession.
I spoke too soon. They're going to bring Cal Peterson, the junior, out, and he is going to punt this one on away as Trey Slotok, who also, of course, plays quarterback, is going to be back to receive this one. So the Zeeland West defense bends. They don't break. They'll hold West Catholic on the first possession of the game. A low driver that Slotok will let go into the end zone. So West comes up with a stop against West on the first drive of this one. Do you bleed orange or maroon? The Hope College versus Calvin University blood battle is the biggest battle off the field in partnership with Versiti Blood Center of Michigan. The school with the most donations wins, and the first ever blood battle is happening now, ending on November 6th with a big on-campus blood drive at each school. Here's how you can show your support. 1. Make an appointment to donate blood at your local Versiti Donor Center, and tell whether you bleed orange or maroon by entering the promo code Knights or Dutchman in your appointment notes, or you can donate in person on the November 6th drive at each of the schools, and you could even then be able to get a commemorative T-shirt for either school as Zeeland West Power T goes to work with a grinding handoff off the jump here as that first carry went to Jonah Leslie. We've seen them utilize a couple of different backs in this offense. You're going to always see the speed fullback Keaton Hendricks. You're going to see Brody Moss, and then they'll alternate between Isaac Vanderzwag and Leslie, along with Moss, I should say, as well, as kind of those two wing backs opening up this contest. It is Vanderzwag along with Leslie, but down on the field at the end of the play is the tight end, Brody Smyers, as he got a little bit banged up at the bottom of that pile, and he's going to have to come out and get a bit of a look. I did not quite see what happened. It seemed like the whole team didn't necessarily know he was hurt either because they were already starting to break the huddle.
Yeah, they were in the huddle, and then decided that he was unable to continue for this play, and so was laying on the turf, and now the training staff going to take a look.
Yeah, kind of an interesting situation. New for 2024, Michigan Sports Radio has live coverage of Calvin University's inaugural football season. Catch the action next Saturday when the Knights take on Trine. You can tune into the game starting at 3 o'clock Saturday on MichiganSportsRadio.com. Smyers is up under his own power. He'll take a play or so off right here and be back at it in just a second as well. Quick look. We didn't get a chance to do it a moment ago with the West Catholic offense. We'll do it next time. Look at this Zeeland West starting unit offensively again. Brody Moss, you can sub him out right now for Jonah Leslie. They'll use both. It's Keaton Hendricks, the speed fullback that we certainly are going to talk about a lot with this offense because Leslie and Vanderswag can create some big plays on their own, but it's that speed element, the trap game element from Keaton Hendricks that certainly has turbocharged this offense. Vanderswag, first carry, ripped down by the front line, gets maybe a yard pushing ahead. A big unit up front, Redlinski, Hunter Price, Trace Tanis, Jacob Dussault, the edge rusher. There are some big guys along that offensive line. Charlie Stopker, the sophomore, some really big guys in the middle of that defensive line for West Catholic that eat things up early. It's 3rd and 3.
Yeah, no doubt. Some guys along that line that should help try to fill some of those gaps in the run game. It's going to be tough to get those guys off their spot for the different run plays that the Ducks like to hit you with.
3rd and 3 again. Leslie to the right-hand side. In the middle, Hendricks, and then Vanderswag out of the tee. Some pressure being shown, as you always see. A give to Leslie, and the juniors got enough to move the chains before Wildman, the junior running back, was able to shut him down. A good chain mover, and that's really the exact role that Leslie plays in this offense as the guy that when they need 3 or 4 yards, he gets 3 or 4 yards.
Yeah, no, he's definitely the consistent option for the Ducks back there where he's not going to be as much of the big play guys, some of the other guys in the backfield, but when they need some tough yardage, kind of that third medium type range where he can plow forward, get you some yards, right there able to pick up the first down.
A quick moving first quarter as we kind of expected, all the way almost down to the 4-minute mark once again here. OK White champions, OK Gold runner-up going head-to-head. It is the OK Gold runner-up with the ball right now and off the misdirection. There's nowhere to go on that handoff to Leslie this time, or sorry, to Vanderswag this time, is he's able to fall for maybe a yard, but the inside of this defense is able to swallow him up. And again, they're big, but right now Gabe Powers, 280 pounds, and then Charlie Stopker, the sophomore, who's even bigger, number 72, number 75. Those are as big of defensive tackles as you're going to see, especially down to the D5 level school. Of course, West Catholic, not your normal D5 level school, a team that is looking for another state championship and certainly one of the favorites to be able to do so this year. It's actually a loss of 1, back to 2nd and 11. A give here to the charging fullback Keaton Hendricks, and he has got it over the 35-yard line before running to the inside of this defense. The linebacker group, Schaub, Wildman, Colin Hunter, along with Dussault that we mentioned, who you see as an edge rusher some. They also put Jael Jujan, the sophomore, has been getting a few more moments on the field the last couple weeks. Number 40 is some underclassmen getting bigger and bigger play down the stretch for this West Catholic team as they start to close in on a potential championship run. 3rd down and 7 for the Ducks as Slotak will look to the sideline and reset. Slotak was an all-stater last year for his play on the defensive side of the ball, and he's, when you think about all that, as good as it gets, and he's terrific with his wheels. Going to try to show it off. Spin move, first down. What a move, and a little bit more on the end of it before he is chugged down by Schaub at the end of the play. But Trey Slotak with quite a spin move and quite a run.
Yeah, he's the extra element to this offense that really makes them go. Does a tremendous job of keeping the offense in rhythm, getting the football across the backfield wherever it's got to go, but then they also save that for the right time. The quarterback run game, a big part of what the Ducks do. They can use him in more of the quarterback sneak and short yardage, but they also love to get him on those rollouts.
2:20 to go, back to work out of the tee. They have not broken it so far for Coach Shillito. Zeeland West team that made it all the way to the state semifinals a year ago. Slotak off the roll to throw deep. He's got Holman sprinting, and he cannot bring it in. Brandon Holman, the sophomore, was sprung free. He's just unable to snag that one. It'll be 2nd and 10.
Perfectly thrown ball from Slotak, rolling out to his right. Not an easy one to make. Had enough underneath it to lead the receiver right through the hands. Looked like he might have just not brought it all the way in, kind of looking towards the end zone potentially as the ball was needing to be brought in, and a missed opportunity right there.
Sophomore Holman back to the sideline. He's definitely, with his speed and athleticism, be a problem, just like his older brother Parker was going on ahead, and he nearly put the first points of the game on the board here. 2nd and 10, Jonah Leslie will charge the pile all the way over the 40, and he's just about, and he does have the first down. What a powerful run that was. And that was a little bit of, we're going to take our guys, we're going to put them up against yours, and Zeeland West had the momentum and the push there.
Yeah, Leslie just able to add some extra yardage onto it, too, after he gets through the hole. And it's such a relief to have a back like that for the Ducks. When you have an incompletion on first down, you're 2nd and long. That's a situation that can really hurt an offense like this. But to turn to him and be able to get that yardage all right away on first down after a strong run, huge for the Ducks.
So often with Power T football, sometimes you can throw out the schematics and it just comes down to getting that push up front. Zeeland West got it there. Quick handoff on to Keaton Hendricks. He was trying to sidestep free. He got ripped down by the face mask on that play, and it'll be a free first down. I think he may have gotten ripped down by the face mask from a couple different hands that were reaching in there. Redlinski, the senior, one of the first in on the stop.
Hendricks, a guy that can really break one just about any time he touches the football. So far, West Catholic defense holding strong right there, had him wrapped up, and then, as they were a couple guys looking to bring him down, hands getting up towards the face mask and going to give some yardage and a free first down to the Ducks.
This is a round where the West Catholic drive stalled out, maybe even a little bit of further ahead than the West Catholic drive stalled out, so a good first drive of the ball game. We are down to 1:23 to go, so this is, if you were to ask me what I figured the game script would be in this one, maybe a total of 8 possessions or even less. I think we're fitting right into that right now, the way this one's been played, up to the 21-yard line. And the T will go back to work. Leslie, Vanderswag, and Hendricks in the middle of them with Slow Talk. Again, up the controls of the offense, the senior will fake, and he'll keep it again. He can certainly turn and move, and he does it once again right there. We see quite a bit of Power T football. You and I have done a lot of Unity Christian. We've done a lot of Granville and a lot of this team as well. There is not a team that utilizes the quarterback in the run game as well as Zeeland West has been able to do so this year with Trey Slowtalk. He is a real weapon that it turns into 4 true weapons you have to account for in that backfield.
It really does, and you have to love Coach Shillito utilizing that weapon that he has. There's a lot of teams that have the quarterback, but sometimes you don't use him as much in the run game. It's more of the play-action pass, but when he's able to use his legs like that, you see why they get some of those designed runs in the playbook for him.
And a guy that quarterbacks, quote-unquote, both sides of the ball, playing free safety as well. This is a give to Hendricks, angling right to the 10. He'll cut his way inside the 5-yard line. It'll be a 1st and goal for the Ducks until that stop was able to be made by Gabe Powers, the defensive tackle, at a range all the way out to put the final blow on it. 1st and goal. A lot of times that goes for 6 when that quick cut is made by Keaton Hendricks.
Yeah, that was the first time you could tell the middle opened up a little bit. Hendricks able to make a move. Just had a couple guys to try to squeeze between in the middle of the field, but this is right where the Ducks want to be.
All right, and it's going to be where they want to be when we start the next quarter. Coach Shillito ready to take this one into the break, so we'll do that as well. No score after 1, but a 1st and goal for Zeeland West coming up on the other side of this.
Looking for a new career? Aetna Supply is hiring. Aetna Supply is Michigan's #1 plumber wholesaler, servicing local customers for over 50 years. They offer great benefits, a 401k with company match, quarterly bonuses, and no Sundays. Once again, check them out at aetnasupply.com/careers or click on their logo on the Michigan Sports Radio homepage.
Welcome back. Nate Dreyer, Chandler Timmer. No score after 1, but Zeeland West CT are threatening at the end of their first drive. The run game been critical for both of these teams. Drive stalled out into opponent territory on the first drive of the game for West Catholic, and now Zeeland West will look to be the first team to punch it in here. Trey Slowtalk goes back to work at the controls. He's had a couple of good runs on this drive. We'll see if he gets utilized here. It's a give on to Vanderswag, bowling his way towards the end zone. He got stood up at the goal line, it appears, trying to lean in. It will be second down and goal from inside the 1. Good job by a stonewalling effort there on that front line by Tanis and company to stand him up.
Yeah, it looked like Vanderswag had quite a bit of momentum and was going to push his way into the end zone, but able to get stood up right at the goal line. Tanis there, able to finish that tackle, push him backwards, and force the Ducks to have to push it in from the 1.
Second and goal inside the 1-yard line. That nose of the football is right on the goal line right here. Leslie, big hole this time, no doubt about it. Touchdown, Zeeland West. Jonah Leslie submarines his way into the end zone, and a great start to this one for the Ducks as they go up 6-0 early in the second.
Impressive first drive from the Ducks, keeping the ball entirely on the ground and in their base T formation, just able to work it down the field. A couple nice runs. Leslie had a couple nice runs to start off the drive and gets rewarded there, punches it in from less than a yard out.
Ducks will, as always, go for 2 right here. 11:14 to go in this first half. An efficient drive for them for certain on their march down the field, and they'll work from the gun here, out of the gun tee. Long give on the option, and Keaton Hendricks is snowed under as he was unable to turn the corner as Aaron Rickard came in to make the stop. 6-0 Zeeland West. We're going to step aside, be right back.
To everyone out there who loves Culver's,
the feeling is mutual.
Everything's made fresh.
Everything.
It's our pleasure.
This is me and my happy place.
I wouldn't trade our Culver's for any other restaurant.
Culver's. Yay! We love our guests.
Love.
as much as our guests love us.
This is me and my happy place.
From Wisconsin with love.
Welcome to Delicious.
Yeah.
Have you ever thought about a career in metal manufacturing? Today, careers in robotics, product development, engineering, and IT are just some of the few of the outstanding careers available. There are hundreds of businesses in West Michigan looking for people just like you and are willing to provide the training you need. Go to youarehired.pma.org or click on the PMA logo on the Michigan Sports Radio homepage. There's an opportunity for a lifelong career, and it's in your hands.
All right, welcome back. Quick kickoff coming out of the break, and West Catholic will start around the 25-yard line. The following companies are hiring in your area: Industrial Innovations, ProStamp, and Enterprise Tool and Die. To see all the companies that are hiring, check out the standings page on MichiganSportsRadio.com. Brought to you by the Precision Metal Forming Association. If you need a reliable and transparent contractor for your bathroom or kitchen remodel, check out Kobe Construction at KOBE Construction, GR.com. Locally owned with precise, high-quality work and great reviews. Get your estimate today with Kobe Construction. That's KOBE. 11:08 to go in the first half. Zeeland West with Jonah Leslie has struck first, and it'll be Augustin working out of the pistol. A penalty marker down. It looks like some illegal movement, and a false start is going to send this one backwards, and it'll begin as a 1st and 15 for the Falcons.
Yeah, the Ducks shifting the defensive line there as the Falcons were looking to snap the ball and got movement from the right guard there.
So Augustin will reset the offense here as the junior gets ready to go back to work. They're able to really run the ball effectively on their first drive of the game before things eventually stalled out. Delayed draw on the Brittenfeld, and he'll get the penalty yardage, and 2 more back right there. It'll be 2nd down and 8 before Moss made that stop for the Ducks.
After penalty yardage puts him behind the chains. Ducks expecting a pass there on 1st and long, and they hit him with the draw. Looked like initially they were going to be able to wrap him up in the backfield there, but Brittenfeld, once he breaks free from the couple Ducks defensive linemen, gets the yardage back and then puts him back on schedule for 2nd down.
Augustin, the lefty gunslinger, will stand into the gun again, able to handle that low snap, fake the give, and Aaron Rickard has snagged one at the 40. Zeeland West falls on a loose football. Let's see if he's going to be marked down. I believe he is. It certainly was recovered by the Ducks. Rickard was down. So Aaron Rickard was down at the 40. And the effort there by Hendricks and company to jump on that free football will go for naught. It'll be a first down for West Catholic, who have had some issues with ball security already. They've been able to secure it every time, but that ball's been on the turf on both drives already.
Yeah, a couple close calls, but able to hold on to the football once again.
And the big senior back, Brittenfeld in. Wildman is the tight end here, and it's another delayed give on to Brittenfeld. Cuts it up, and he'll turn his way just shy of the first down before Mongoon and company were able to make the stop. 2 yards shy of that first down. When Brittenfeld gets that foot in the ground, he's a powerful back on initial contact, but when he gets that foot in the ground, he certainly can get the Jets turning.
Yeah, for sure. That time, stretching the field out to the left side, and as soon as he sees a lane, he able to, as you said, put that foot in the ground, cut it upfield, then use the power to finish off the run, and a nice gain of 8 on first down.
Falcons will break it out one more time. 6-2 on the year. Champions unbeaten in the OK white. Brittenfeld sidestep, backfield, lowers the head for the first down as Slotok came in to make that stop. That's a good effort there to find a way to somehow move the chains. Also had to fight off Tyler Bauman at the end of it, but first he's met in the backfield, then he had to lower that head and win that battle to get the first down. A good run out of the senior.
Yeah, as soon as he got the football in the backfield, was already evading a tackler, going for the shoestrings right there, but then able to lower the shoulder again, finish off the run. And this is what we saw on the first drive from West Catholic, moving the football pretty effectively before they stalled out.
Quick look at the starting unit again for Grady Augustin and this West Catholic offense. And again, it's Brittenfeld, and he'll go back to the line of scrimmage and no further right there is Brittenfeld right now is getting leaned on. They've gone away from some of the option plays as well, Chandler, this starting unit behind this big offensive line that's on your screen, as they're looking to just power run it with their big senior right now.
Yeah, that's what it was, moving the football on their first series with some of those creative run plays, but it was also what was forced them to stall out a little bit was mishandling the football and some of those longer developing runs in the backfield.
Augustin will spread the field on 2nd and 10 this time, and the junior will look to sling it. Pressure coming, dumps it on the screen. Brittenfeld sheds the tackle and churns his way inside the 40-yard line. Right now, David Brittenfeld is kind of on his own, keeping this drive alive and moving with some nice slip tackles in the backfield.
Yeah, right there had Marshall Johnson of the defensive line all over him. Read the screen pretty well, but then just couldn't quite make the tackle. Brittenfeld slips it and then picks up the yardage, now 3rd and short. Much better positioning for the Falcons.
2 yards to go here. They're inside the 40-yard line. This is around where the drive stalled out last time. Deep pistol formation with the pistol back in Brittenfeld standing deep on there and essentially working as a bit of an offset eye with Wildman, the tight end, wing left. Brittenfeld off the fake, throws, snagged inside the 25-yard line. Chain mover, Aaron Rickord again on the grab. Once again, every time we've seen these throws, it comes off the RPO look just like that, and very quick and effective throwing the ball in those situations with Augustin.
Yeah, that one had some heat behind it too. Rickord just kind of throwing the hand up there. I don't even know if he expected to catch it, but able to snag it with one hand.
Grady Augustin to throw again. The junior lofting to the end zone. Caught, touchdown, Falcons. Jack Zagunis is able to knot the ball game at 6.
Really nice throw from Augustin along the outside, along the sideline. Able to fade that way as he got towards the end zone. Ball perfectly thrown right to the front corner, able to run underneath it, and a big response here from the Falcons after the Ducks scored right away to march down the field and add a score of their own.
The senior Zagunis able to haul that one in long range, and now it will be Landon Smith looking to give the Falcons the lead. The righty has it blocked. The front line got there. Holman, along with Keaton Hendricks, able to bust through, and we will be 6-6 with 7:02 to go in the second quarter. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back here from Zeeland.
Looking for a great place to buy a used truck or car? Check out Extreme Truck and Auto Center, located at 1098 O'Malley Drive in Coopersville. They have a huge selection of trucks, cars, vans, and SUVs. Stop by their lot or give them a call at 616-384-3777. You can check out their inventory at xtacenter.com.
You order groceries, schedule appointments, and rides online. So why not house cleaning? Sweep is West Michigan's go-to residential cleaning service. Order cleanings in minutes by selecting the rooms and services you need on the Sweep app. Pricing is transparent, scheduling is flexible, and we're fully bonded and insured. Visit sweepllc.com to download the Sweep app or book online. First-time users use promo code FIRSTORDER to get 10% off. sweepllc.com. A cleaning in a sweep.
Out of bounds kick from Landon Smith. And we are back underway as he was able to kick that one away from Keaton Hendricks. Both teams have now struck. Grady Augustin with the deep sideline strike to the end zone to Jack Zagunis that puts West Catholic on the board. And then a blocked extra point will keep us all knotted at 6. 7:02 to go. Perfect drive, I think, for Coach Shillito's team here, especially them getting the ball to start the second half will be a classic 7-minute march right here to find their way down the field from the 35.
Yeah, had no trouble running some clock and marching down the field their first time, and have to imagine they're looking to do the exact same thing right here.
Power T aligns and goes back to work for Trey Slotak in this offense again. Leslie along with Vanderswag, who's got the ball here for 2 yards. And then Keaton Hendricks in the middle of those two backs right now in this alignment. A gain of 2 on first down right there. Brady Schultz was in on the stop for the Falcons. Game that's kind of followed what we expected this one to look like so far, with a grinding nature. Two teams running the ball very well. Augustin then has taken one shot, and he connected on that one deep shot. It'll be Vanderswag again. He's fighting off tackles the whole way, but is unable to get much more out of it. He'll get it just shy of the 40-yard line. It'll be third down and 6 now coming up. Once again, they are so big along this front line. That time it was Yan Jujem, the fellow sophomore that was in, helping make a big play right there. I mean, this is a huge front line defensively, even when they do rotate out some of their normal starters like right now.
And on first and second down, able to hold the Ducks to short yardage. Now makes this a 3rd and medium. They have a chance if they can get a stop right here to force a punt.
On a 3rd and 6 out of the tee, quick give on Hendricks, and the senior will churn for more in enemy territory. What a run inside the 35-yard line, where he's chased out by Olszewski.
And Hendricks, known as more of the speed guy from the fullback position, breaking some of those long plays, but right there breaking a tackle in the middle of the field. Would have been very close, maybe just a yard short of the first down on the initial contact, but able to break free of the arm tackle, fight forward, and a big gain right there for Zeeland West.
That's what makes him so dangerous, though, because he is that speed guy. So if he does break a tackle on you, you're normally in trouble for 20, 30, or probably just to the house a lot of the time with the senior Hendricks. 5:20 to go in the first half. Big chunk right there out of it on this drive. Delayed turn, Slotak to throw. Able to find Hendricks for the first down and more just outside the red zone. Slow developing play action across the body, and a good job from Slotak to find his fellow senior running mate Hendricks sprinting free in the flat.
Yeah, and Slotak really had his option of either route down the field. I think if he'd waited another second, would have even had the tight end down the field on the deep corner route, but elected right away having the route underneath and more of the flat, dumps it off. Nice yardage there on first down, just outside the red zone.
Yeah, fresh set of downs to the 22-yard line for this T offense for Zeeland West, which comes in scoring over 33 points per game on the year. Jonah Leslie with this carry for about 5 on the first down run before he was brought in by J.L. Jujam there on that first down stop after a gain of 3. Again, the Jujam brothers, J.L. along with Jan, who we just saw, sophomores that have come up late in this season, are making a pretty big impact here defensively for West Catholic just in time for the playoffs. So after a gain of 3 for the churning junior, Jonah Leslie, the clock is going to tick its way inside 4 minutes to go in this first half as Zeeland West is doing all they can to kill that entire clock. They get the ball to start the second half. Quick hitter on to Keaton Hendricks is swamped, but a little bit of a push from the inside of that offensive line from Johnson, Henry, and Myers, able to get it up to a 3rd down and 4, and 3rd and manageable right here for Zeeland West, who of course are in 4-down territory. And a game knotted at 6 here with 3.5 to go in the first half.
Yeah, it's the difficulty playing defense against Zeeland West is, regardless of what happens here, unless you're able to knock them backwards for a loss of a couple, they're going for it pretty much no matter what here. So the Ducks, if they're able to pick up a yard or two, in a perfect position to try to convert on a 4th down if they don't get it right here.
4 yards to go from the 16-yard line. Slotak will fake and keep. Pressure everywhere, and down he goes. Busting through off the edge, making the tackle is Aaron Rickard, who's been all over the field. 4th and 11. Huge loss as the second Slotak turned the corner. It was Rickard off the edge right there.
Yeah, the Ducks have had some success with that play early on in the game. Right there, Rickard just blowing that one up. Slotak kind of dropping far back down the field before he was going to eventually roll out and try to turn that one up. But Rickard shut that one down right away. A big loss, and now a much more difficult 4th down, and the Falcons defense has a serious chance to get a stop.
The junior, kind of the guy that's stepping into that role of who's going to be the defensive back that has to be playing linebacker and outside edge rusher against the T, and he's done a very good job of it early. 4th and 10, and the playbook has certainly shrunk here for the Ducks, who again go to a delayed pass. Slotak swings it, caught, 1st down inside the 10-yard line. Able to find the ranging tight end Will Skaggs on the grab, 1st and goal.
Well, the patience from Slotak on that play-action pass there, didn't rush it. On 4th down, could be an urge to try to rush that one and quickly get outside and make a mistake there, but just the patience in the pocket there. Let the route develop down the field, and then eventually hit him right in stride, pick up the 4th and long conversion.
Fresh set of downs, and the 1st and goal from the 8-yard line for the Ducks. And again, Smyers remains injured after his early problem that he had back on that first drive, and it was Skaggs that's in his place making that grab. From the 8, 1st and goal, Jonah Leslie got the first touchdown, and he's got another, bowling his way into the end zone. Zeeland West goes back on top.
Had to convert on 4th and long and do so in the pass game, and then Leslie getting another opportunity, this time from 8 yards out, powering his way into the end zone. Another pretty long drive from the Ducks, eating up a lot of the clock and scoring once again 2 for 2 on their drives and their scores.
93 seconds remaining, and they'll go for 2, and a pretty big opportunity to go for 2 here to force West Catholic to likely have to do the same after that blocked extra point on the first Falcon XP attempt to the ball game. Slotak will look to throw, flushed to the end zone, broken up as he was trying to hit Vanderswag. So 2-point conversion, no good again. It is 12-6. Jonah Leslie has found the end zone a couple of times, and Zeeland West has taken the lead back in this one. Remember, they do get that ball to start the second half as well. Uccello's Ristorante has a restaurant near you. Go where great food and sports come together. Check them out online at uccellos.com. Do you have a distressed home that you'd like to sell? Are you a tired landlord and it's just time? For Real buys and sells as is homes with a mission to create real estate upside for everyone. We're fast, fair, for real. Call or visit For Real today at 616-816-2028 or go to forrealhq.com. Ball is teed up, and Lucas Smith is ready to get us back underway in a fast-moving Thursday night here. Again, we're back on the air along with 14 other broadcast teams from Michigan Sports Radio tomorrow, as CT and myself will be at Granville as the Bulldogs take on the Fighting Scots of Caledonia. And that one, Cal Peterson, who does the punting as well for this team, has got it over and up to the 25-yard line. And that's where it'll again be a 75-yard march needed for West Catholic. They made it look good last time. Power run first from Brittenfeld, an RPO throw to Rickard, opened things up, and then the deep shot to Zagunis that found the end zone.
Yeah, definitely got back to more of their bread and butter and run the football physically, and then throwing the football and some quick hitters off from that. And a team that now with 3 timeouts and just under a minute and a half to go, they're pretty comfortable running up tempo as we talked about in the pregame. We'll see what they can do here with working against the clock.
Snap, Gustin here on the near
Here is Olszewski off the stop and the move to nearly the 35-yard line. He's got 9 yards on first down. I don't know how many times playmakers, a couple of different guys, have been dead to rights in the backfield, and they're able to make a cut. That's one of the number one things I've seen. You see Olszewski here. We saw a couple moves out of Brittenfeld as well. This is a very, very skilled and shifty team that's difficult to tee up in the backfield, trying to make stops. 2nd down and 1. West Catholic working with some tempo. It's on the turf again. Brittenfeld will have the first down as he leans into the sophomore and over the sophomore Albrecht to move the chains. But for the 3rd time in this ball game and as many drives, the ball touches the turf for West Catholic, who are going to work with pace. We talked about this in Chandler's chalkboard in the pregame. They're very comfortable working quickly. This is Augustin looking downfield, and the junior's going to take off. He'll have the first down. He'll have more as he is escorted into the bench with a penalty marker. A late hit, and I think a poor decision there from Keaton Hendricks, the experienced senior, as he sends Augustin into the bench on the sideline, and it's going to be a personal foul and 15 yards tacked on to that first down run.
Yeah, Augustin looking deep down the field. They were trying to attack them vertically, take the big shot right there. But Augustin pump fake a couple different times, eventually just tucks it. Had a nice gain, was already going to get across midfield. But then the late hit out of bounds, now going to really set the Falcons up pretty good here as they've moved a long distance across the field in a short amount of time, now have over a minute, still have their timeouts, and they can try to threaten before the half.
Augustin is okay. Cal Peterson, I think, will likely be doing the backing up if Augustin were to have an issue. He actually is a transfer in this year that fought for that quarterback job along with Augustin in the offseason. The junior swings one. That might have been a backward pass. It's going to go out of bounds anyway as Brittenfeld slips on the turf. If it was a fumble, that's the 4th time that the ball touched the turf as West Catholic having some issues taking care of the football, but it hasn't mattered because every time, by the way, a pass. Every time they have wound up with the ball still at the end of the play.
Yeah, they've been playing with fire a little bit, a couple different times. Nearly mishandled the snap, had the ball hit the ground a couple times that were ruled to be down just before the ball came out, but have been able to maintain possession of the football and will do so here again.
Less than a minute to go. West Catholic is driven to the 32-yard line. They trail 12-6. Fake give, and Augustin will create some time on the play action. Swings to the sideline. Rickord out of bounds as he made the diving grab. It will be 3rd down and 10.
Augustin's ability to extend the pocket a little bit and roll out just enough either way, really allowing some of these routes to develop down the field. Try to connect right along the sideline with Rickord there. Just unable to get the feet back in bounds and maintain possession of the football right there. But I think once again now you get to 2nd and long here, and as the clock continues to run under a minute, not running currently, but and this one penalty.
Yeah, that was on the far side. A penalty marker did come in that was declined, so it remained 3rd and 10 here for Grady Augustin and this offense. 32-yard line, they got to get 10 yards. They will spread the field 4 wide on this one for the lefty junior. He's slung 1 touchdown already, and he'll take off and run. And he's got the speed for the first down. Angles out of bounds with 46 seconds to go. That was another late hit as he's out of bounds. No penalty marker on that one. But I tell you what, Augustin, this junior, we've seen him go deep. We've seen the quick strike plays on the RPO, the legs. We've seen some great quarterbacks this year. Jaron Mock, future Wisconsin player at Pickerington, North Ohio. We saw Jackson Dosh at Davison. This kid's got potential to be as good as any of them, especially playing in this system the way he does. 45 seconds on the clock. Augustin swings to the sideline. He's got Schwieters, who was able to make the grab along the sideline, and Coach Grove is going to be forced to burn a timeout right away as his junior went down inbounds. You can talk about it more. I mean, I've been very impressed by Augustin. This is an offense that we talk about being run first, but it's because of the threat of what he can do with his legs and then with his arm, quick and short and deep, that I think is what powers this run game a lot. This is a really, really good quarterback. I can't even imagine how good he's going to be his senior year.
Yeah, no doubt. Looks like a serious weapon out there and can be dangerous in both aspects of the offense. He's thrown for over 70 passing yards, has rushed for over 30, and has been a big part of why they've been able to move the football pretty well against the Zeeland West defense. Having a chance right here inside the red zone with 40 seconds to go.
I welcome inside the booth very quickly. Here's the teams are breaking. Thanks, as always, to the Centennial Securities, along with the Sinner Farmers Insurance Agency for presenting game night on Michigan Sports Radio. 2nd down and 6. Clock stopped at 41 seconds. Still 2 timeouts, so a very good chance for West Catholic to try to take the lead if they can score and get the extra point as we head into the halftime break. Been a good showdown between 2 teams that have impressed. Augustine going for Zagunis again. He rips it down. Touchdown to West Catholic. What a grab by the senior. His 2nd of the ball game. We're knotted at 12.
Looked very similar to the first touchdown they connected on. The first one was to the right side of the field. This one to the left, and more contested as well. Had a couple defenders in the area. Looked like the Ducks tried to go for the ball and try to jump that just a little bit. Not sure how Zagunis even was able to keep his eyes on the ball, but he did. Impressive catch right there. And a big scoring drive in a short amount of time for the Falcons.
And that was dropped right in the bucket it needed to be, and that's a great grab as well. First extra point was blocked. Snap down. Smith's 2nd one is pure. And West Catholic has their first lead of the ball game with 36 seconds to go in the half. We're going to step aside, be right back here from Zeeland Stadium.
Was founded based on the belief that the interests of our clients must always come first.
We listen and understand your objectives before making a recommendation.
We customize the portfolio of investments to fit your goals.
It is our commitment to provide a strong line of communication.
Our services include family wealth management, saving for retirement, and estate planning and trust services.
Getting started is as easy as picking up the phone. After all, when everything is said and done, isn't it about time?
It's the final game, folks. This one wins the series.
Struck out with the cheap seats? Important things aren't worth compromising. At Farmers, we offer both quality insurance and great savings. Here, take mine.
We are Farmers. Bum, 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 bum.
Game night is presented in part by Farmers Insurance, Bennett Center Agency, for all auto, home, specialty, life, and commercial insurance. See what a center can do for you. Keaton Hendricks up to the 25-yard line off the Smith kickoff, and a 13-12 lead, the first for West Catholic. These 2 teams, Chandler, are really showing off exactly offensively what I think we thought each of them would do. The dynamic attack, run-based, but with the pass game mixed in for West Catholic, and a really powerful, of course, running approach out of Zeeland West, and both teams running some clock, and every possession is going to be incredibly meaningful here. 3 timeouts, 30 seconds. I'll be curious what Zeeland West and Coach Shoto can draw up.
Yeah, we'll see how aggressive they want to play it here, if they're going to stick to more of the trap look and try to hit a big one, or they've also started to open up the passing game a little bit on the previous drive. If they can hit one big one, then with their timeouts, they can try to work down the field as well.
And a timeout here is called by West Catholic as they burn their 2nd, wanting to set things after they got a look at it. Yeah, I mean, again, if you're looking for a guy that you can get that quick strike ability going to, it certainly is going to be Keaton Hendricks. At Barber Ford, they provide a vast selection of new and used vehicles, exceptional car care, and customer service. With competitive pricings offered on every pre-owned model for sale on their lot, you won't find a reason to visit any other dealership in Holland. Check out the inventory at barberford.net. So 75 yards to go here, and again, it's the curious factor is they have that pass game that's been effective, but also the trap game is probably the most effective way to try to break something while also staying safe. And if you get blown up on one play, just take things into the locker room. Zeeland West does get the ball to start the 2nd half. They've been stopped on both of their 2-point conversion attempts, hence the trailing mark right now, despite 2 touchdowns on the board for both teams. Slow talk, quick give on the trap. Keaton Hendricks, and he'll break it over the 30 before he got absolutely ripped down by Jujam along with Aaron Rickord. Gain of 6, make it 5 on 1st down. Hendricks got that first sidestep, but just couldn't quite break it through the 2nd level.
Yeah, and I think the Falcons holding strong enough. Yeah, it looks like the Ducks just going to now take this one to the half. Hendricks always has that capability. Breaks one more tackle there, and they probably try to get up tempo and run a little bit or call a timeout, but now just going to take it to the half.
All right, we will go to the half, and we go to our Centennial Securities halftime show. Welcome in the booth here at Zeeland Stadium. Nate Dreyer, Chandler Timmer. All right, CT, like I said, if we could have, last week we had that Grandview West Ottawa game that nothing went the way we kind of expected it to, even though the final score was kind of what we expected. This game, the score is about what we expected, and I would say the way that both teams have attacked the game is exactly what we have expected. And yeah, it's razor thin because of it.
Yeah, it sure is. I mean, two teams that have had really impressive regular seasons to this point, and they've played some good football here tonight. Physical teams that like to run the football. It's a limited amount of offensive possessions, but able to execute when they did so, and a really close one looks like it's going to be the rest of the way as well.
Yeah, absolutely will be. We're going to step aside, be right back here. 13-12, West Catholic over Zeeland West at the half. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back here on the Centennial Securities Halftime Show.
Stock up this Labor Day with amazing savings at your neighborhood family fair. With Card, enjoy cool sips of select varieties of Pepsi or 7-Up products. Buy 2, get 3 free. Beat the heat with 6 to 12 count Outshine bars, 2 for $8. And save on items down every aisle during our Buy 5, Save 5 sale on items like select varieties of Nabisco Ritz or snack crackers, select varieties of Farmland sliced bacon, or Kool-Aid Tang, Arizona, Mio, Country Time, or Crystal Light drink mixes. Family Fair in your neighborhood.
The pulse of our community flows through all of us. Your blood donation keeps it strong. Schedule your donation at versity.org or call 866-MI-BLOOD. Together, we are a beacon of hope.
Are you having a hard time hearing tonight's game? Hi, I'm Brock Conkle from Michigan Sports Radio, and after putting it off for many years, I decided to contact Miracle Ear and get my hearing tested, and sure enough, had significant hearing loss. The friendly staff at Miracle Ear fitted me with hearing aids, and life is so much more enjoyable being able to hear the things that I've been missing. Go to miracle-ear.com to schedule your free hearing evaluation. There's a location near you.
Don't just find yourself, make yourself. Start businesses, build bridges, save lives, raise a whole city. This is your future, so take it and move all of us forward.
Are you looking for a new career? Aetna Supply is hiring. Aetna Supply is Michigan's #1 plumber wholesaler, servicing local customers for over 50 years. They offer great benefits, a 401k with company match, quarterly bonuses, and no Sundays. Once again, check them out at aetnasupply.com/careers or click on their logo on the Michigan Sports Radio homepage. Hi, everybody. My name is Brock Conkle with Michigan Sports Radio, and I'm being joined by Ashley Miner. She's the regional manager of Versity, and we got a new event coming up between Calvin and Hope. What can you tell me about it?
We are so excited to announce the very first blood battle with Calvin University and Hope College. The big game on November 9 will announce the winner, and any donations from October 1 through November 6 will count towards this awesome life-saving battle.
So there's not only a battle on the field. This will be the first time that Calvin and Hope ever face each other on the gridiron. They've been battling on the basketball court for years, but a blood battle to go along with it. I think it's a great thing. How do people go about donating, and how do they get their donation to count towards the battle?
All students, alumni, and fans are encouraged to show their school spirit and donate blood at any donation center through Versity anytime October 1 through November 6. We're in Michigan. We have 10 donor centers across the state, and we also have donor centers in Indiana, Illinois, Ohio, and Wisconsin. So anywhere you fans live, you can show up at a donor center October 1 through November 6. And then we have blood drives on campus at both Hope and Calvin on November 6th. And we will be able to, like I said, announce the winner on November 9. Just to make sure everyone's donations count, you must schedule an appointment, and you must include your school mascot in the notes in your appointment. So whether you're rooting for the Knights or you're rooting for the Dutchmen, one of those codes needs to be input to make sure that your donation is counted. So Knights for Calvin and Dutchmen for Hope.
All right, make sure you get that information out just so you can keep score. Hey, this is very important. Versity Blood Center Michigan is a local blood provider, and they supply blood for many hospitals across the state. A donation with them directly impacts lives of local patients. What are some of the other things that are important that Versity does throughout the state of Michigan?
Well, Versity Blood Center, like you mentioned, is the primary blood provider to the majority of the state of Michigan. We are best in patient care, and we make sure that our patients have the blood that they need when they need it. approximately 29,000 units of red cells are needed in the United States every single day. So we take our mission very seriously to make sure patient lives are cared for in our communities.
All right, make sure you get out, give blood, and when you go and give blood, make sure you put down whether you're a Knights or a Dutchman. There will be information on the Michigan Sports Radio homepage. We'll have a big flyer there that has all the information. It will take you right to Versity where they have all the blood centers available. Great opportunity for the community. Ashley, thanks a lot for helping to put this together.
Thank you so much, and we'll see you on the field.
All right, can't wait to announce a winner. That'll be announced at the game as the Flying Dutchmen take on the Knights of Kelvin in the first ever Battle on the Gridiron. That game will be on Saturday, November 9th.
We are Centennial Securities,
an independent firm with a team of committed professionals
who strive to exceed our clients' expectations by giving outstanding service.
We're proud to be part of our community where we live and work.
Gear up this season with the MGN Shop, featuring everything from t-shirts, sweatshirts, hats and outerwear, to water bottles, stickers, and other accessories that help show off your style and your support of Game Night, the Grandville Bulldogs, and more. To shop, click on the Shop Merch tab at the top of MichiganGameNight.com and browse nearly 50 items. And be sure to check in frequently as new items are added throughout the season. That's the MGN Shop through MichiganGameNight.com.
Upgrade to Music Jams Premium to get uninterrupted listening on all your favorite tunes. Click here to start your 7-day free trial.
If it's important, it's not worth compromising. Which is why with Farmers, you don't have to compromise quality to get great savings on your insurance. I got this.
We are farmers. Bum, 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 bum.
Game Night is presented in part by Farmers Insurance, Bennett Center Agency, for all auto, home, specialty, life, and commercial insurance. See what a Center can do for you.
Football teams enter the home stretch as the postseason is just a handful of days away, and the Scholar Athlete Award returns for year number 36. I'm John Ross, and this is This Week in High School Sports, powered by the Michigan Achievement Scholarship. 2 regular season games remain for football teams before Selection Sunday and the start of the postseason. Let's take you through the next couple of weeks on the gridiron. Sunday, October 27th is Selection Sunday. The 32 teams with the most playoff points in each of the 8 11-player divisions will be divided into district pairings. In 8-player, the top 16 teams in each of the 2 divisions will qualify for postseason play. The selection show will air live on Valley Sports Detroit at 4:30 p.m. 11-player districts start November 1st, as do the 8-player regionals. Staying with 8-player, regional finals will start on November 8th, and the semifinals are Saturday, November 16th. The 8-player finals are Saturday, November 23rd at the Superior Dome in Marquette, and those games will be live on the NFHS network. In 11-player, district finals start November 8th. Regionals will be November 15th and 16th, with the 16 semifinals being played on Saturday, November 23rd. The MHSAA 11-player football finals are Friday and Saturday after Thanksgiving at Ford Field. Both days will kick off at 9:30 a.m. We play the even divisions on Friday, the odd divisions on Saturday, and all 8 finals will air live on Valley Sports Detroit or Valley Sports Detroit Plus. To see your team's playoff points and where they rank within their division, check out MHSAA.com and click on football. You can also see updated pairings, schedules, and more as results roll in. It's time for Game Balls, when we highlight a trio of standout performances from the past week. First, Grand Rapids West Catholic's Landon Smith. The junior made a 38-yard field goal with 1 second left in a 24-23 win over Forest Hills Eastern, which gives West Catholic at least a share of the OK White Crown. The entire Romeo girls cross country team Romeo runners finished 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th, and 7th as the team easily won their 9th straight Macomb County Championship. And Oxford running back Luke Johnson, he rushed for over 200 yards and scored 3 touchdowns in a 38-14 win over West Bloomfield, giving Oxford at least a share of the OAA Red Championship.
Graduating seniors could qualify for a tuition-free skills certificate or associate degree through the new Community College Guarantee, no matter their GPA or your household income. Or if your child plans to attend a 4-year university or career school, the Michigan Achievement Scholarship Program has them covered. They could get up to $27,500 toward a bachelor's degree or up to $4,000 for career training. Complete the FAFSA to get started at mi.gov/achievement.
Our weekly Be the Referee feature takes a look at the fine art of officiating with registered official Paige Winnie.
We've got a soccer you make the call today. Team A has a player, number 9, in offside position. Team A's number 1 takes a shot on goal that hits the crossbar and deflects right to number 9. The player collects the ricochet, shoots, and scores. What's the call? Goal is awarded because the ball is deflected to number 9. No goal because number 9 was in an offside position and gained an advantage for being in the offside position. Or caution number 9 for being offsides and interfering with play. If you said no goal because number 9 was offsides and gained an advantage, you are correct. Play would restart with an indirect free kick for Team B from where the ball was played by number 9 of Team A.
Thanks, Paige. Now more than ever, we need officials. If you're interested, please go to the MHSAA website now to register. Applications are now being accepted for the MHSAA Scholar Athlete Award presented by Farm Bureau Insurance. 32 student athletes will eventually be selected to receive $2,000 college scholarships. This is the 36th year of working with Farm Bureau on these awards. Since the 1988-89 school year, Farm Bureau has handed out more than $1 million in scholarships for the Scholar Athlete Award. Seniors with an unrounded 3.5 or better grade point average who have earned at least one varsity letter in an MHSAA-sponsored sport are eligible to apply. Everything you need to apply can be found online at MHSAA.com, and the application deadline is 4 p.m. on Friday, December 6th. Finalists will be announced in late January, the scholarship winners will be announced throughout the month of February, and the winners will be honored during the boys basketball finals at the Breslin Center in East Lansing in March. You've been listening to This Week in High School Sports, powered by the Michigan Achievement Scholarship, a production of the MHSAA Network. Thanks for joining us. I'm John Ross. We'll be back next week.
.67 horsepower, candy red, 8 cylinders of freedom. And to think, he only let me drive it once. I've never considered myself to be a lucky man. That would be Dad. He didn't know a thing about cars, couldn't tell a hatchback from a quarterback. But somehow his just kept going, and going, and going, and going. Turns out Dad wasn't lucky. He just knew where to look.
Don't just find yourself, make yourself. Start businesses, build bridges, save lives, raise a whole city. This is your future, so take it and move all of us forward.
Are you having a hard time hearing tonight's game? Hi, I'm Brock Conkle from Michigan Sports Radio, and after putting it off for many years, I decided to contact Miracle Ear and get my hearing tested, and sure enough, had significant hearing loss. The friendly staff at Miracle Ear fitted me with hearing aids, and life is so much more enjoyable being able to hear the things that I've been missing. Go to miracle-ear.com to schedule your free hearing evaluation. There's a location near you.
Then let's take a look.
As I mentioned over the phone, wear and tear.
Oh man, they're never gonna buy this thing. Wear and tear? Well, there's the coffee stain on the seat. It needs new brakes. All four wheels squeak. The passenger door doesn't even have a handle. Not to mention that one time I went to my uncle's farm and backed up into a truck full of shit.
Should about cover it. You're all set.
Oh.
Don't overthink it. Seller to Weller.
All right, welcome back, everyone. Nate Dreyer, Chandler Timmer. This is the Centennial Securities halftime show. 13-12, West Catholic over Zeeland West. Both teams have found the end zone twice. A made extra point, a blocked extra point for West Catholic. 2 missed two-point conversions for Zeeland West. The difference right now, the Ducks set to get the ball out of the half, and as both teams are going through their warm-ups for this final 24 minutes. I'll give it over to you, CT. You can take us through some stats, and then we'll take a look at some halftime highlights.
All right, we'll start with Zeeland West on the ground. Vanderswag had 7 yards. Leslie had 34 yards along with his couple touchdowns. Hendricks had 52, and Slotok had 15 yards. Slotok also 27 yards through the air, 13 of those to Hendricks, 14 to Skaggs for West Catholic. Through the air, Augustin had 90 passing yards along with 34 rushing yards. Brittenfeld, 37 yards. Record with 6 also through the air. Record 28 receiving yards. Brittenfeld with 8. Zagunis with 41 along with a couple touchdowns. And Schwieters with 4 yards.
Zeeland West already ready for kickoff. I will say on the Zeeland West sideline, Brody Smyers, you can see him in the corner of your screen, I think, as well, is on crutches. So game-ending injury, it looks like, for Smyers in this one, as both teams are about ready to go with the second half. Let's, again, Leslie twice able to punch into the end zone. We'll have time, I think, maybe to just look at, I know, West Catholic's going through warm-up. We'll take a look at a couple more right here. Let's start with Leslie here with the first touchdown of the ball game. Leslie, big hole this time, no doubt about it. Touchdown, Zeeland West. Jonah Leslie submarines his way into the end zone, and a great start to this one for the Ducks. At the first score of the game, Zagunis would catch one a little bit later on. Leslie motors way in again, and then let's go to this, kind of the play of the game from the first half, as Jack Zagunis was able to make this incredible grab in the corner of the end zone. Point as we head into the halftime break. Been a good showdown between two teams that have impressed. Augustin going for Zagunis again. He rips it down. Touchdown, West Catholic. What a grab by the senior. His second of the ball game. We're knotted at 12. So, second half ready to go, Chandler, as we're going to be rocking and rolling here in just a second. It will be Landon Smith getting ready to get us back underway. Smith hit that big game winner a couple weeks ago to take down Forest Hills Eastern at the buzzer, so certainly he's got a great leg behind him, and he'll get ready to send this one on the way of Hendricks and Holman. Fresh 12 minutes on the board. Interesting second half. These are two obviously great coaching staffs and great coaches as well. State champions. I mean, even with Landon Grove being a very young coach, I think he's 29 years old right now, as this one is going to be brought up by Hendricks against one of the true legends of coaching in Michigan, and John Chiuito to nearly the 30-yard line. So there was quite a schematics battle, I think, in those two locker rooms. Where do you think things may look a little bit different, or will they look different really at all in the second half? Because I think both teams liked a lot of what they were able to do.
Yeah, I think both teams going to keep it pretty much similar to what they did in the first half. For the Ducks, they stayed pretty much in their T offense. We mentioned some of the gun looks that they have. Didn't see it much outside of the 2-point conversions, but they're able to move the football pretty effectively, able to hit a couple play-action passes. Also got the run game going. I don't expect them to change a whole lot. I think both teams, even with the limited amount of possessions, feel pretty good about what they did in the first half.
Start at the 29-yard line for the Ducks. Keaton Hendricks, quick hitter. It's Aaron Rickard making some of the first contact on that stop right up around the line of scrimmage. I've been really, really impressed by the junior. Like we said, for these teams that typically are out of the nickel package most weeks, there's always one or two guys that are asked to go from your normal defensive back to your run-stopping linebacker this week. And Rickard's been the guy at strong safety that's taken on that role and been really effective in doing so for the Falcons.
Yeah, no doubt. Not an easy ask when you've got a guy that normally is playing more of a DB cornerback type position to have to come up and play physically in the run game against an offense like this, but he's been able to do so far here tonight.
Certainly helps with this huge defensive line. West Catholic has as well. They'll try to stretch it around with Vanderswag, and he's got falling momentum to the 39-yard line, a yard short of the first down before Max Wildman, the junior linebacker, made the stop, 3rd and 1. And that's just what this Zeeland West team wants to do, is churn that football a little bit right now. They've had a couple quick strike plays, especially on their last drive, to help churn them down the field. I think Coach Shillito would love just one of those 4 or 5 yard at a time grinding drives right now to kill some clock and get that momentum back. Ducks at the 38-yard line here on their senior night that they celebrated a little bit earlier on, a Thursday night game, so an extra night to get ready for the playoffs as Zeeland is back in action. Zeeland East is back in action at this stadium tomorrow. Jonah Leslie will turn, and he is right up around the first down marker on that forward progress, but won't have enough, so 4th down and a yard, and decision time for Coach Shillito. It's not much of a decision for this offense. They will go for it here.
Yeah, it looked like Leslie was going to be able to push forward and get the line to gain, but just short of it. Team tackle there by the Falcons, able to push him back. Now, even an extremely short yardage 4th down here. The Falcons a chance to try to blow this one up and get in the backfield.
Make sure, again, you visit shopfamilyfare.com for all the tailgate specials this week. It's fresh, all natural, honey style ribs. Buy one, get one free. 4th and 1 from just shy of the 40-yard line for Slow Talk in the offense. West Catholic was able to shift on the front line, and they will force Zeeland West into a jump, into a false start, and now into a punt. Big mistake that you do not normally see out of this West team.
No, usually a very disciplined offense, especially along that offensive line. A lot of times they'll go to the hard count, try to get the free first down themselves, but right there the defense dictating, able to cause some movement along the line. Now going to have to punt the football away for 4th and 6.
A very unusual mistake, and down a point, they'll give the ball back. What might be a game-determining stop, but the way this one has gone for the most part is both teams have gotten very few possessions. This is the first time anyone has been stopped in this ball game so far. Lencioni will send it away. He's got it on to Oshevsky, who had some issues, kind of misplayed that one before Brandon Holman hunted him down. Back to the 30-yard line, good coverage. And here comes West Catholic, here comes Grady Augustin and this offense, the lefty who slung it around for 2 touchdowns to Jack Zagunis back in that first half. But I think it's the run game that may come to the forefront in the second half if West Catholic is going to do what they want to do.
Yeah, in the last couple scoring drives that they had at the end of the first half, able to get a really nice balance of some of their base run plays and the inside zone looks, but then also mixing in some RPO and some throws down the field as well.
Remember, Brody Smyer's injured as well. Changes a little bit of the run stoppability off the edge. Augustin will give on to Brittenfeld. The senior sidesteps Mongoon and spins his way over the 40-yard line for a gain of 8 on first down. The senior who ran for 250 and 4 touchdowns a week ago against Hamilton. Had a good start to this ball game, but now really looking to get some momentum going. It's to the 41-yard line.
He's had a bunch of runs just like that. Has yet to break a big one over 10 yards, but a bunch of runs, 6, 7, 8 yards like that one right there.
Again, this deep pistol formation. And again, it's Brittenfeld, and this time he's swung down right away, met in the hole, but a penalty marker is thrown right in at where that tackle was made, 2 yards short of the first down. Everyone on that front line shot in to make the stop, led by Mason Myers. But an illegal chop is going to be called on the defense, and it's going to be a free first down. Coach Shillito does not like the call, but it's going to be a free first down here to West Catholic. At first I thought it was a chop block on West Catholic, but it's an illegal chop on the defense. Personal foul, 15 free yards given away. I've seen a lot of Zeeland West games in my life. They normally do not commit penalties like we've seen them commit a couple times in this one.
Yeah, things a little bit sloppy to start here in the second half, and right there, that play blown up from the start, but As the call on the field, because of the chop kind of in the middle there, blew up the timing and some of the backfield. Brittenfeld never had a chance.
Normally that's something you see more reverse. You're normally going to see that more against the team trying to stop the tee. I think Rockford, of course, very well known for doing it against teams like Granville in the past. So a free first down that also will move the ball into West territory. West Catholic already leading this ball game by a single point. Grady Augustin and the offense back to work. The junior pumps. He's got plenty of time. Now the pressure coming from Marshall Johnson, and he'll throw it away. He actually threw it right into the chest of the official along the sideline. Plenty of time, but great coverage down the field right there by this Duck secondary.
Yeah, the back end of the Ducks defense holding up right there. 3 routes vertically down the field. Able to hold up. Augustin rolling left and then eventually coming back to the right, waiting for something to open up, and just didn't see anything he liked. But then also a nice job of maintaining the edge on the outside by Johnson, not allowing Augustin to turn that one upfield, just had to throw it away.
Jack Zagunis, the senior, with 2 touchdown grabs in this one. The receiver all the way to the near side. Brittenfeld will get it on second down. He'll shake off Marshall Johnson. He'll turn on the Jets for the first down. He's cut up right along the marker by Trey Slowtalk. And I may have spoke too soon. Nope, they will move the chains. I shouldn't have second-guessed myself. They'll move the chains. First down run. David Brittenfeld is one heck of a running back.
Yeah, he sure is, showing off another move right there. Just a stiff arm right to the defender along the edge that time. He got hit. Would have been right around the line of scrimmage, but just shoved off the defender and able to pick up the necessary yardage.
7:44 to go. Augustin will put Brittenfeld in motion. Swung short. Aaron Rickor. Nico Mongoon lights him up after a gain of 5 on first down. Able to draw the attention of the defense there on what they thought maybe be that swing pass, and instead they are able to hit that safety valve. The junior Rickor, who's been very involved on both ends of the field.
Yeah, just very creative in some of their quick passing game. Fake the throw to the back out of the backfield and the swing pass, get the defense looking that way, and then just the curl route more out of the slot, able to hit it, get a free 5 yards on first down.
About 5 minutes gone in the second half. West Catholic got a stop. Now the offense driving. Keeper Grady Augustin will lean for the first down as they go read option off the man in motion. A very creative run game for West Catholic. A lot of spread option elements that they're able to operate into things.
Yeah, and Augustin, we're working on a really impressive performance so far here tonight, both on the ground and through the air. Just short of 100 yards passing, 40 yards rushing now, and starting to see some of those more designed quarterback runs, whether it's on the read option look or the RPO type offense. They're able to keep that one in a power read and take that one up the middle of the field.
Zeeland West team that gives up less than 20 points per game on the year. They gave up only 21 to that high-powered South Christian offense last week. A pitch on a Brittenfeld, shaken free inside the 5-yard line. Every time number 20's touching it, it's a dangerous play. He's able to break free.
And that's the longest run of the night so far for Brittenfeld. Impressive one, bouncing it to the outside. Again, bouncing off a couple tackles. He's breaking at least 1 or 2. It seems like every time he touches the football, this time gets him down inside the 5.
6.5 minutes to go and a chance to extend the advantage. Brittenfeld again, the senior, turns the corner into the end zone. Touchdown, West Catholic. Big start to the second half and a 19-12 lead as Brittenfeld leads the attack on that drive and leads his way into the end zone.
West Catholic, exactly what they were looking for out of the half. Get the stop right away on defense, and then offensively continue what you had going in the first half, able to work their way down the field. Nice mix of the run and pass game, and then get a couple runs back-to-back from Brittenfeld. He gets in the end zone.
Landon Smith to add the extra point to make this an 8-point game. Still a 1-score game, regardless, as they will just look to add the extra point. Brandon Holman came in off sides, and you can make this extra point attempt about 1.5 yards or even less than that shorter as the sophomore came in off the edge. It's been a volatile game for Holman. Remember, he had that grab that touchdown grab that he dropped breaking free earlier. The sophomore also was a part of blocking a kick a little bit earlier on as Smith is able to hit that extra point. 20-12, West Catholic over Zeeland West. Don't go anywhere. We're going to step aside and be right back here from Zeeland Stadium.
Looking for a new career? Aetna Supply is hiring. Aetna Supply is Michigan's #1 plumber wholesaler, servicing local customers for over 50 years. They offer great benefits, a 401k with company match, quarterly bonuses, and no Sundays. Once again, check them out at aetnasupply.com/careers or click on their logo on the Michigan Sports Radio homepage.
Have you ever thought about a career in metal manufacturing? Today, careers in robotics, product development, engineering, and IT are just some of the few of the outstanding careers available. There are hundreds of businesses in West Michigan looking for people just like you and are willing to provide the training you need. Go to youarehired.pma.org or click on the PMA logo on the Michigan Sports Radio homepage. There's an opportunity for a lifelong career, and it's in your hands.
Landon Smith has us back underway with a short kick that's going to get fielded up at the 25-yard line by Alex Steele, the senior up man. So Zeeland West, they now trail by 8, still a one-score game. They got stopped for the first time on that last drive, in large part because of a false start penalty that they suffered on 4th and 1. And now we will see what Coach Shillito's offense can do. Again, they really have moved the ball effectively. It just was that one penalty that wound up being the thing that stalled out their last drive. I mean, Zeeland West is fully expecting to have some fourth downs that they're going to face along the way, even on a good moving drive. They start from their own 25-yard line for Slotak and company, now trailing by 8. Slotak, fake give, and the senior is going to look to throw. He'll tuck instead. He's got the 40-yard line. Trey Slotak with speed spins down inside the 45. Eventually, he was wrestled down by the safety, Cal Peterson. But what a run there by Slotak, who shows off the legs again.
Yeah, once again, looking deep down the field and didn't like the look. The coverage pretty good and staying home. Slotak just tucking that one and running, and really heady play as well down the field from Isaac Vanderswag, who was one of the shorter routes. He was faking like he was still, the ball was being thrown to him, kind of putting the arms up like the ball was coming his way, allowed the defender to stick with him, and a lot more open room for Slotak to take that one up the field.
44-yard line, they'll stick out of the tee. The only time we've seen the gun tee in a false start, the second of the half for Zeeland West. The only time we've seen the gun tee or the broken straight tee at all in this game has been on that two-point conversion attempt, and on this one, it'll march back 5 more yards, another penalty for what is a very uncharacteristically sloppy second half right now for any John Shillito coach team.
Yeah, once again, the defensive line shifting for the Falcons and throws off the timing, and then the movement along the offensive line. And now on first down, they have a few more opportunities to try to pick that yardage back up versus the fourth down when it happened earlier, but still something you don't want to see if you're the Ducks.
West does have a sophomore center in Jace Henry. Quick give, and it'll be held on to by Slotak as he gets 5 yards on first down. That's another play we haven't really seen tonight that they utilize. It's almost a little bit of an inside zone read, kind of a triple option play being used, or triple option setup on the read out of a tee.
Yeah, definitely show that handoff going up the middle, and then the quarterback keeping it by design, kind of shifting his way along the line, finding a way, that time working to the left a little bit, and gets that penalty yardage back.
Yeah, second down and 9, and we've talked about that in past too. You know, is it a true read or is it all designed the way that they're running that with the fake handoff thrown in? It'll be Slotak to throw again through the pressure. He's able to find the streaking Keaton Hendricks for the first down. Trey Slotak, very poised under pressure.
Yeah, he sure is. He showed that all night long, and some of the slow developing passes on the play action type looks that they have where he fakes the handoff and sells the fake the entire way, doesn't worry about if there's defenders crashing in on him, sells it, and then takes his time to survey the field, that time finding an open Hendricks.
Slotak, incredibly smart kid too, by the way. He's got some D3 offers, but I know he's taken some visits and he has some interest maybe in going to an Ivy League school and maybe playing at an Ivy League school as well. So he certainly is a very, very smart player, and that's part of why he's so good when he is put under pressure, as he has been in this game. A give on to Hendricks, who sidesteps for 3 on first down here. We go inside 4 minutes in the third quarter. 8-point lead for West Catholic.
Drive much more like what the Ducks were able to do in the first half after going 3 and out and punting the football away on their first drive of the third quarter. Now getting some movement, able to hit a pass down the field, get the running game going once again, and find themselves just outside the red zone.
Slotak in from the sideline. Another call here from Coach John Shillito, the legend for Zeeland West, who is looking to take his team one step further and maybe a couple steps further than last year's team that lost in the state semifinals in Division III. Two teams that definitely both have state championship aspirations. A charging run here for Isaac Vanderswag will nearly move the chains. It'll be 3rd down and 3.
Vanderswag been kept in check for the most part here tonight. The Falcons have been limiting his amount of yardage he's been able to get. Just 18 yards on 7 carries, but a nice one initially getting through the line there. Picked up 4 yards, able to get this now to a 3rd down. Very convertible for the Ducks.
Inside the 3-minute mark in this 3rd quarter. Definitely, of course, 4-down territory as well. Down 8 for the way that this offense operates. Slotak to Hendricks, and he's got the 1st down on that quick hit. As good of a fullback out of the tee, Keaton Hendricks, at making that sidestep through the line that I've just about ever seen.
Yeah, still able to use some of that ability to make guys miss in the middle of the field, even where it's congested. There's some big bodies along that Falcons defensive line. Able to make some moves. I already talked about the speed that he has, but his vision and ability to make guys miss in the middle of the field, another reason why he's in that fullback position.
Right now, Will Skaggs in for Brody Smyers, and then Jacob McLaren, the other tight end, out of the tee. And this is going to be Slotak looking to pass. Here comes the pressure, extends sidearm sling. It's intercepted by Olszewski. Maybe not. It'll be incomplete. The ruling. Connor Olszewski came up thinking he had the pick. A dangerous throw right there from Trey Slotak, slinging that one into coverage.
Yeah, Slotak had to evade Hunter Price, who was given some pressure in the backfield. Able to roll and extend that play further to the left, and then ended up kind of sidearm throwing that one back across the middle of the field. A dangerous throw. Thought he had his tight end there, and Olszewski nearly jumped it.
Play ruled incomplete, 2nd and 10. After the junior, who had 2 picks against Hamilton last week, nearly added to his total. Slotak this time gives to Vanderswag, 3rd down. Sophomore Jujam in on the stop.
Yeah, really nice tackle there, able to just kind of knock the legs of Vanderswag and stop him for a short gain. And now once again inside the red zone, the Falcons have made some stops, forced an incompletion on 1st down, short run on 2nd down. They had the Ducks in a similar situation in the first half before the Ducks eventually converted to 4th down, but they've got themselves, after winning on 1st and 2nd down, trying to get a stop.
3rd and 9. Sophomore brothers Joel and Jan Jujam certainly have been impressive in this ball game. Both playing a big role in helping stop the run. Keaton Hendricks on 3rd and 9 spins through those 2 sophomore brothers who both made contact just shy of the marker. 4th down and 3 with 1:05 to go in the 3rd quarter. As right now, West Catholic's defense very close to having a chance to bend almost all the way down the field but not break.
And some tough yardage in the middle of the field from Hendricks there in a obvious situation. The Ducks going to go for it. Get some of the yardage they needed there on 3rd down. Now most of the playbook, pretty much anything the Ducks want, is available here on 4th down.
Inside 45 seconds, 3rd quarter, 4th and 4 from the 8. Slotak will keep him out of the straight tee here. Slotak turns, and he's got the touchdown.
Ducks needed 4 yards to try to keep the drive going, and they get the whole 8 they needed to get in the end zone. Slotak looked like it was setting up as a play-action pass, kind of one of those slow-developing ones once again, and rather than having routes down the field, Slotak designed quarterback rollout, and right away tucks it. Nice blocking out on that right side to get out in front of him and allow that path to the end zone, and a big conversion on 4th down gets the Ducks an opportunity to try to tie it up.
Talk about the speed, able to turn the corner. And as Chandler mentioned, a 2-point conversion attempt to knot the game at 20 here for the Ducks, who will work out of the gun tee. A split back formation. Leslie, the wing to the left. Slotak to keep. Cuts it, turns to the end zone. He's in. 2-point conversion. Good. Slotak gets all the points himself. We're tied at 20 late in the 3rd. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back here from Zeeland. Gear up this season with the MGN Shop, featuring everything from t-shirts, sweatshirts, hats, and outerwear to water bottles, stickers, and other accessories that help show off your style and your support of Game Night, the Grandville Bulldogs, and more. To shop, click on the Shop Merch tab at the top of MichiganGameNight.com and browse nearly 50 items. And be sure to check in frequently as new items are added throughout the season. That's the MGN Shop through MichiganGameNight.com. All right. Welcome back to Zeeland. Nate Dreyer, Chandler Timmer tied at 20. This one's living up to all of our greatest expectations right now. All right, West will send it away. We're back underway as Smith will boat it on down for the bring back from Cal Peterson. And he has got it just shy of the 25-yard line. 75-plus yards to go. It really wasn't any problem for David Brittenfeld and this West Catholic offense last time. They have not yet been stopped in this ball game, and they're going to look to do it again now in a freshly tied game.
Yeah, really able to get the entirety of their offense going on the first drive of the third quarter. Got Brittenfeld, who's already having an impressive first half, some even bigger runs there to close out that drive. He's now got 12 carries, 80 yards.
They'll start shotgun with motion here from both Rickord and Wildman to the near side. Augustin delayed give. Brittenfeld able to shake through that first line, and he's got the first down. Looked like he was dead to rights, but the senior once again moves the chains on his own. There is some momentum right now in this Falcon run game.
Yeah, and he's had a bunch of those runs so far here where it kind of looks like he's going to be met in the backfield or right at the line of scrimmage, and he just bounces off a tackle, throws a stiff arm, keeps his feet going, and then turns that into a nice chunk run.
And that will also do it for the third quarter. All right, we've got a great 12 minutes on deck. I know you're not going anywhere, but don't go anywhere. We'll be right back here on Game Night from Zeeland. 20-all as we go to the fourth quarter between a couple of state title contenders in this one.
Do you have a distressed home you'd like to sell? Did you inherit a home you'd like to move on from with ease? Are you a tired landlord and it's just time? For Real buys and sells as-is homes with a mission to create real estate upside for everyone. We're fast, fair, for real. Call or visit For Real today for your free 15-minute consultation. 616-816-2028.
Golf 616 is Grand Rapids' newest and most elite indoor golf facility. A place where you can refine your swing, compete in a league, or simply enjoy a round of golf with friends. Golf 616, the perfect place to sharpen your game when you can't get out on the links. Located on West River Drive and 131 in Comstock Park. Find them on Facebook or online at golf616michigan.com.
David Brittenfeld swamped and will get tackled for a loss for, I think, the first time in this game that he wasn't able to make something happen breaking tackles. Vanderswag in on the stop after a loss of 3 in a 2nd and 13. So for one of the very first times in this game, Zeeland West able to win on first down. Let's see how this changes the playbook for Grady Augustin, Coach Grove, and the Falcons as we begin the final quarter, all tied at 20 in this showdown. A Thursday night game to open. Rickord over the middle, broken up. It was Mongoon in coverage, the linebacker ranging with him. 3rd and 13, and now the junior going to be asked to make a play.
Now, a pretty nice throw from Augustin. It hit him in the chest. Rickord just unable to bring that one in. Defender there to kind of get his hand in right at the last second, too, potentially knocking it free. But after going backwards on first down, they take the shot right towards the sticks on second. Now 3rd and long.
3-wide set with the tight end Wildman shifting positions across the line. Augustin again. Pocket holds, but he'll now flush into some space. The junior will tuck and turn, and he is well short as Marshall Johnson chases him out. 4th down. Let's see what Coach Grove is. He was able to get it down to 4th and 3, 4th and 4. I think the offense is staying out there. big decision point right now. And now here comes the punt unit. For a moment there, it certainly looked like that we were not going to see Cal Peterson and this punt unit come out there, but Zeeland West defense able to come up with a big stop, and now they'll have a chance to take the lead on back right here. Second time they've forced a punt.
Yeah, big stand from the Ducks defense. Got to stop it earlier in the game, but had been giving up some yardage and some points. Able to stand strong right there. Able to set them backwards on first down, then hold up in the pass defense. Able to get the football back.
11:16 to go. Peterson handles the snap, and the junior will drive one past Trey Slotak that's going to get downed by Jack Zagunis to the 10-yard line. Terrific punt. Zeeland West will have to go 90 yards. If they get the movement that they want, they may not hate that, because I've seen T teams take 11 minutes to go on these type of drives before. So certainly could be a very big moment. We've got our eye out. Make sure also keep in mind for the Carr Center hit of the game down the stretch in this ball game. New for 2024, Michigan Sports Radio has live coverage of Calvin University's inaugural season. They play on Saturday as the Knights will take on Trine. So make sure you tune into that game Saturday afternoon on Michigan Sports Radio.com. 11:04 to go. Trey Slotak, a great drive, but there's a discussion that you can see going on right now about a penalty at the end of that play as well.
Yeah, as they were going down the field in punt coverage, it was Brandon Holman and Jacob Petz kind of got tied up.
A personal foul against the kicking team will give 15 free yards to Zeeland West. So that personal foul goes on the Falcons. We've seen personal fouls now against either team in this ball game, and a free 15 yards that'll help out this drive starting position by quite a bit, as Zeeland West was going to be backed up to their own 10. They now get to start up at the 25.
Yeah, no doubt a big break to get some yardage as the punt set them up and down deep in their own field position, but the penalty now going to back things up more to right where they've been starting most of their drives, right at the 25.
All right, 11:04 to go. We're tied at 20. Zeeland West defense with a huge stop as the Ducks now will get a chance to retake the lead. Slotak, quick hit on to Keaton Hendricks. He'll break it down the sideline. Hendricks stutter step to midfield before he's escorted out by Peterson.
Yeah, so there's one of the big Hendricks runs for the Ducks, and right away seeing the middle of the field pretty clogged up, and the jump cut to the outside. Have to be impressed with the vision of Hendricks. When he sees a bunch of bodies in the middle of the field, he's not afraid to use his speed and bump that run to the outside, and he has the ability to do so, able to get the edge there. Big run on first down.
Right to midfield here for the Ducks. We're inside 11 minutes to go in the ball game. All knotted at 20. Trey Slotak, the big scoring play on fourth down at the end of the last drive. They'll stretch this time to Jonah Leslie. He's got about 4 on first down before he is slung down by Jacob Dussault, the junior outside linebacker. And Jonah Leslie is injured at the end of that play. Looks like he'll have to get stretched out, maybe just a cramp for Leslie, but regardless, that's going to bring Brody Moss into the game. And, you know, Moss is definitely a good option to be able to turn to if you have an injury to a guy like Leslie, maybe a little bit more speed with Moss, but Moss also a guy at defensive end that plays a lot of power as well in that backfield, as Leslie will continue to get stretched out right here. When it comes to your home parking lot and roads, you want a smooth, safe, and attractive surface for walking and driving. Trust the professionals at Bruce's Blacktop with over 30 years of experience to get the job done right. Check them out at Bruce's Blacktop, LLC.com. Leslie's still getting stretched right now down on the field, and I think he is back up under his own power as well. So Moss will come in his place here. 10:38 on the clock. A 2nd and 6 is facing Coach Shillito's team, who are looking to go for another drive as they were able to break Keaton Hendricks last time. We saw that with the Zeeland East game that we did here a few weeks ago, Chandler. It feels like they, early in the game, beat it with the big backs, and eventually some of those holes open, and you're just always one cut away from Keaton Hendricks breaking a 40, 50-plus yard touchdown. It feels like we might be getting kind of close to that right now.
It seems like they're kind of opening things up a little bit, and Hendricks has a couple runs of 25, 26 yards. Just hasn't been able to break that long one, but a nice chunk run right there, and Ducks hoping to find another one of those.
10.5 to go here. A showdown on a Thursday night between a couple of state champions. Front line changing for the West defense. This is Keaton Hendricks breaking it right on cue. Touchdown, Zeeland West. Keaton Hendricks goes 46 to the house.
I think we called that one. That felt like it'd been setting up. Now the Ducks hit one just a minute ago. This time Hendricks, the field opening wide open in the middle, able to break one tackle from the safety, dove at his legs, able to avoid that, and then a long touchdown, longest run of the night for the Ducks.
Ha! I'll take it. Tony Romo, eat your heart out. You don't see the play-by-play guy actually try to call one very often. I'm going to take full credit for that one. What a run at that as well. 26-20. Zeeland West goes back on top. The Ducks will go for 2. And this is a big one. They always, of course, go for 2. They can stretch it out of the gun tee. Slow talk, power keep. And he's wrapped up and he's short. It remains a 6-point lead. He's a couple yards short of the marker. A big decision there. Zeeland West pretty much never kicks the extra point. They won't do it there. And it's 26-20. 10:09 to go in this ball game. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
Order groceries, schedule appointments, and rides online. So why not house cleaning? Sweep is West Michigan's go-to residential cleaning service. Order cleanings in minutes by selecting the rooms and services you need on the Sweep app. Pricing is transparent, scheduling is flexible, and we're fully bonded and insured. Visit sweepllc.com to download the Sweep app or book online. First-time users use promo code FIRSTORDER to get 10% off. sweepllc.com. A cleaning in a sweep.
Zeeland West retakes the lead, 26-20. Lucas Smith will send it away and get us back underway as West Catholic will look for an answer, but with the missed 2-point conversion, the third missed 2-point try of the ball game, it definitely puts a back foot positioning here as Matt Gutierrez will take it down the far sideline, and the senior will get great field position for West Catholic to answer back.
Yeah, really nice return there to get some fantastic field position with the Falcons as they're trying to respond to Zeeland West taking the lead. They're going to have a nice starting point.
Yeah, definitely are going to. And like I said, I mean, Zeeland West, they're a team that, you know, Granville will sometimes kick extra points. Unity Christian will sometimes kick extra points. Coach Shoto pretty much never does. So he's just stuck to his guns right there on the decision that they always make. They could have certainly put themselves in a great position. Instead, just a 6-point lead. Swing past Aaron Rickort. The junior cuts it up and will get taken down just shy of the marker by Drew Albrecht after he was able to break some ankles against Keaton Hendricks in the open field. Nico Mongoon also in on the stop. It actually is going to be a chain move around the mark. 1st and 10 in enemy territory. West Catholic with 9:49 to go, working with some tempo. A quick cut up to Brittenfeld, and he has got another first down and more. The tempo right now has got Zeeland West on their heels a little bit.
That does. That's something we talked about. West Catholic has the ability to do is they get one nice completion, pick up a first down, and then they're right back to the line of scrimmage, hitting you with the zone run, and Brittenfeld another first down. Now they've stacked a couple first down plays back-to-back.
This could be a quick answer for West Catholic in what's looking like a classic game. Exactly what we asked for. 9.5 to go, 26-20, Zeeland West. 3 wide set with the tight end Wildman. Brittenfeld following blockers on a patient run. He's able to get 2 before he gets swept up there by Moss and company.
Brittenfeld on that last run, now over 100 yards, and he's really taken over here in the second half.
From the gun on 2nd and 8, it will be Augustin to throw to the far side, and it is nearly intercepted by Hendricks, but hung on to by Zagunas. A dangerous throw right there, and Hendricks nearly jumped the route. 3rd down.
Yeah, Hendricks saw that one the entire way, and just a split second too late thought he was going to be able to get in there and potentially take that one for a pick 6, but somehow Zagunas able to get his hands on it, and tough one to secure that catch.
Well, that's the additional thing, the fact that Zagunas actually caught that ball too Brittenfeld on third down, charging run. He is up around the marker, but it looks like he's going to be marked a yard short. 4th and 1. West Catholic down 6 will go for it here, deep into opponent territory with 8:10 to go.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see the exact same run. Brittenfeld's been running tough all night.
Same formation, they go no huddle, and they will give it to Brittenfeld again. He'll cut it for the first down. Good job calling that one. He needed about a yard, and he got 2 or 3 on that carry. A very patient running approach right now. It's definitely kind of zone runs, not your typical kind of power running scheme where you're running to the holes. He definitely is waiting, seeing what delivers, and then Brittenfeld puts that foot in the dirt, and he turns it up.
Yeah, he's got that nice combination of size and speed where if there's some traffic there along the line, he can fight through it, but he also has the speed and the vision to try to find that opening wherever it is along the line and then cut through.
Olszewski will be in here to spell Brittenfeld for a play. He'll get it on the outside run, broke past the first tackle from Jonah Leslie, and then 3 more green jerseys took him out right along the sideline at the marker. So they bring in the spell back, and Olszewski, who's got a little bit of speed to his game, turned it to the outside. 2nd and 10, right back where they started as Brittenfeld comes in. 7 minutes, 15 seconds and less to go, clock ticking, as it looks like Coach Grove will keep Olszewski out there as a slot receiver this time, and they're going to spread the field 4 wide on 2nd down and 10. Zeeland West with 4 down linemen coming. Outside give to Brittenfeld, getting away from Marshall Johnson, but not getting away from the wrapping tackle by the sophomore Drew Albrecht right at the 20-yard line. Gain of 2. Great job by the sophomore to wrap him up.
A nice tackle out in the open field. Outside zone there. Brittenfeld trying to find a lane as he stretches that one to the outside. It's been more effective on more of the between the tackle type runs where he can then bounce at that time, just going off tackle from the start, and the Ducks able to chase him down.
3rd and 8. This drive starting to die out a little bit, but West Catholic keeping it moving ahead. A 4th down conversion on the last set of downs. We'll see what Augustin's got on 3rd down here. The junior clutches. He'll throw to the end zone. It is out of bounds and out of reach, over the head of Jack Zagunis as they were looking the senior's way for what would have been his 3rd TD grab of the game. Interesting decision. They take the shot on 3rd and 8. Now they'll be forced with a 4th and 8, down 6.
Yeah, definitely the decision there to pass on 3rd down. You risk the incompletion. Now you're almost forced into a pretty obvious passing situation here on 4th. The Ducks have the advantage of kind of knowing that pass likely coming.
Augustin looking for back-to-back 4th down conversions. Steps up in the pocket. Here comes the pressure. Down he goes. Zeeland West got it all around. Brody Moss, the first contact. Turnover on down. Zeeland West football.
Big stand there from the Zeeland West defense. They gave up some yardage down the field. Falcons able to get just inside the red zone, but then when they needed to, able to stand tall, force a couple stops, short gains in the run game, and then a forced incompletion. Able to get some pressure home there on 4th down. Augustin falls forward for a couple, but essentially a sack right there.
6:09 to go. West Catholic has forced 1 stop defensively. It came on that first drive of the second half. Let's see if they're going to be able to do it again. Down 6 to give their offense another chance to drive. What a job to bend but not break on the other side. Isaac Vanderswag will stretch it on 1st down. Jess Peterson to beat, and the junior escorts him out just shy of the 40-yard line. Momentum meter pegged Zeeland West direction right now.
Yeah, they've been able to steal a bunch of it. Defense getting a stop, getting off the field. Now the offense has got a couple big plays back to back here. That time Vanderswag, his longest run of the night, able to get over the right side, turn that one upfield, and good start to the drive the Ducks are hoping to kill a bunch of time on.
Inside 5:45, 40-yard line here for Coach Shillito's T. Slow talk at the controls of the offense one more time with a 6-point lead. Slow talk will give and follow into open space. Here goes the senior quarterback spinning over the 20, and Olszewski makes the tackle down to the 35-yard line.
Yeah, everything working right now for the Ducks as they're starting to really gash this Falcons defense. The fake give was to Hendricks. If he had kept it, he would have had a lot of room to run. Slotok kept it. He also had a lot of room to run, and another chunk play down the field.
We tick inside 5:20 to go in the ball game. Keaton Hendricks had the 46-yard strike on the last drive to give his team the lead. Now The offense will plug away with 5 minutes to go in a 6-point lead. Looking to make it a 2-score game here if they can score again. Defense crowding in, changing up on that other side. Quick hitter, Keaton Hendricks, nowhere to go this time, falls for 2 yards. Tackle made there by the junior backer, Jacob Dussault.
And now that the Ducks are across midfield and starting to get into territory of threatening here to score and make this a 2-possession game, not going to be afraid to really take their time. Next couple play calls, of course, they're trying to pick up the first down, but at the same time, if they can hold on to the football, they can run this clock quite a ways down and limit what West Catholic's going to be able to do offensively.
Both teams still all 3 timeouts, so you wonder when West Catholic might start thinking about taking one if they're able to get a stop or 2 during a sequence. Same play here is off the fake give. It'll be falling for maybe a yard right there from Trey Slotok. So now 3rd down and 7. West Catholic's defense now with maybe a chance to answer on 3rd down as the clock ticks inside 4 minutes to go.
Yeah, we'll see after being stopped, short gains in the run game, back-to-back snaps. If they want to go back to it here, if they can pick up 4 or 5 yards, even a pretty obvious situation, they're going to go for it no matter what, or if they try to pick it all up here with a pass.
3rd down and 7. The Ducks lead by 6. They've got it down to the 34-yard line. Trey Slotok, he will keep it. The senior turns it up, does not have enough to the 30-yard line. Ball came out at the end of the play as well. Aaron Rickord coming out saying that West Catholic has it. We've had this moment a couple of times. It looks like it will be staying once again with the offense. That's the 3rd or 4th time we've seen what the defense thought was their football for both directions, and it wound up staying with the offense. A discussion, though, of officials. I think there might be a bit of disagreement what way this one's going. It'll stay with Zeeland West, but it will be 4th down.
Yeah, the West Catholic coaching staff very disappointed with that call as they thought the football was out. They had had a couple of them that have gone against them that way, but Slotok lowered the shoulder at the end of that run to try to finish it and get this into a 4th and convertible situation.
All right, 4th down and 3. 3:15 and less to go. Slotok goes to the hard count, gets West Catholic to jump offside. It was the defensive tackle. Jumping early, it's Charlie Stopker, the sophomore, that went and will give a free 1st down to the Ducks.
Yeah, just really smart football from the Ducks right there. As you get the defense, they're disappointed they don't get the call on the turnover. So right away, hit them with the hard count, see if they're going to stay disciplined along that line, get one guy to jump, that's all it takes, and they get the free 1st down.
We saw kind of that exact play go the wrong way on the lone drive that Zeeland West did not score on at the start of the 2nd half, where they jumped early on that play. Now it goes the other way. Free set of downs. We're inside 2:40 to go. Jonah Leslie will follow blockers for 3 or 4 on 1st down. Bottom of the pile on the stop was the junior Hunter Price. 2nd down and 6. Timeout, West Catholic. They will burn their first timeout of the ball game right here. High Tone Cleaners with 2 locations in Jenison and Granville, Wyoming offer professional dry cleaning, laundering, bulk laundry service, shoe care and repair, and more. They also have same-day services if you drop off your items by 9 a.m., including Saturdays. High Tone Cleaners also offers pickup and delivery service. Check them out online at High Tone Cleaners. That's high-tonecleaners.com. Pinnacle Heating and Cooling wants to know, how old is your system? Watch for signs like cold spots in your home, frequent repairs, or poor temperature control. A new Bryant system might need to be in your future. Pinnacle Heating and Cooling and Bryant, whatever it takes. Serving West Michigan for 25 years at pinnacleheat.com. All right, Chandler. 2nd and 6, 2.5 minutes to go, and West Catholic starting to use their timeouts, which means getting a stop here. They're kind of hinging, obviously, if you look at the math, they're hinging their game right now on being able to come up with a couple stops.
Yeah, definitely going to need to string together a couple stops right here after burning timeout there on 1st down. You give up 4 yards. Now the pressure on your defense to try to get off the field right here.
Peterson is the high safety as the defense crowds in on 2nd down and 6. It'll be a look from the shotgun. Slotok has got the 20, cuts it up, first and goal, and trips his way down inside the 5. Olszewski, the touchdown-saving tackle, first and goal, and Zeeland West can just about ice this one away now.
Well, I wondered when they'd show that gun formation. They saved it for the most part, showed it on the 2-point conversions a little bit, but then go to it right there when they need some yardage, trying to kill the clock. Slotalk's been extremely effective on the ground for the Ducks here tonight. Adds another nice run right there, gets them inside the 5-yard line.
Catholic will not use a timeout here as we are going to tick inside 2 minutes by the time this next play is run. Coach Shillito taking his time to get it in. It looks like Zeeland West is going to take a timeout right at the end of this play clock. So they will use up every second they can. There's the timeout burn from Coach Shillito. 1:54 to go, as now Zeeland West has put themselves in a good position. We're going to step aside, be right back here. 1:54 to go, 26.
Stock up this Labor Day with amazing savings at your neighborhood family fair. With Card, enjoy cool sips of select varieties of Pepsi or 7-Up products. Buy 2, get 3 free. Beat the heat with 6 to 12-count Outshine bars, 2 for $8. And save on items down every aisle during our Buy 5, Save 5 sale on items like select varieties of Nabisco Ritz or Snack Crackers, select varieties of Farmland Sliced Bacon, or Kool-Aid, Tang, Arizona, Mio, Country Time, or Crystal Light Drink mixes. Family Fair in your neighborhood.
Car Center is an automotive collision repair company with multiple shops throughout West Michigan.
Our goal is simple: to bring hospitality to the collision repair industry.
You can find us online at carcentermi.com to find the location nearest to you. Because at Car Center, fixing cars is our job.
But helping people, that's our business.
Welcome back, 26-20. First and goal, 4-yard line. Trey Slotalk in the offense. Quarterback diving keep down to the 2-yard line. On first down, as Zeeland West is going to be able to continue to kill some clock. West Catholic will use their second timeout right here off that dive play. Royal Technologies, one of the largest employers in Hudsonville, is a premier plastic injection molding company employing over 1,200 employees. Royal offers many benefits such as weekly pay, insurance after 30 days, quarterly bonuses, and an on-site gym. And they're always closed on Sundays. If you're considering a career change, we invite you to crown your future with Royal Technologies. Diamond Springs Custom Carts has a huge indoor showroom located right by Sandy Pines, along with a free service department offering pickup and delivery. They also have 0% financing. Check out their huge end-of-year sale. Call them today or visit the website at DiamondSpringsCustomCarts.com. 1:49 to go. I wouldn't be surprised if we see maybe up to 3 more stabs at the exact same play call we just saw out of Coach Shillito.
Yeah, you'd have to imagine they're going to go right back to the quarterback sneak, and kind of love that play call from the Ducks in this situation. Can't say for sure, but almost looked like Slotalk went down intentionally, got a couple yards, then goes down, forces West Catholic to burn a timeout, and they know if they get 3 more shots at it, they're likely going to find the end zone, and just trusting their ability to get a push along that line.
Talked about how smart of a kid Slotalk is. Certainly wouldn't surprise you. He'll keep it again, and this time the push will have him a yard short of the marker, and West Catholic will burn their final timeout before a 3rd down and goal. 1:44 to go. As always, thanks to the Bennett Center Farmers Insurance Agency, along with Centennial Securities. We'll welcome you inside the booth here at Zeeland Stadium. Nate Dreyer and Chandler Timmer. A very impressive 4th quarter for Zeeland West. In a game that came down to the margins, you're trailing by 8 points. You had to find a way down the stretch in this ballgame to win, as I said, on those margins, making the bigger plays when they're needed. Both teams so well coached, so talented, but Zeeland West really impressed me with their ability to make plays when needed down the stretch.
Yeah, both these teams were impressive throughout this game, and you can see why they're both going to be dangerous come the postseason. But Zeeland West in the crunch time, their ability to make some plays, get a red zone stand, and then drive the field now, trying to kill some clock and put this one away.
Both teams that I certainly would not be surprised to see at Ford Field, and probably winning at Ford Field when it's all said and done. And next week we do begin our game night on Michigan Sports Radio. Drive to Detroit. Very excited. We'll see where we are. So many great teams from around the area that we'll be excited to have a chance to cover. We covered a couple of games for MSR last year at the state championships, as we had the South Christian D4 and the Muskegon D2 title games. It'll be Trey Slotalk right here. 3rd and goal, looking to plunge it in and put it away. Slow talk. He'll keep this time. Jonah Leslie, big hole, touchdown. Zeeland West, and the Ducks put it away.
Leslie started off the game with a couple scores, punching it in. Gets another one here, just under 2 minutes to go. Really impressive drive from the Ducks. Slowly working their way down the field. Able to get a couple of really nice runs, force the Falcons to burn some timeouts, and then punch it in from the 1 yard line, make it a 2-score game.
And Leslie not their leader in yards in this game in terms of the run game, but certainly a touchdown leader, and has had that nose for the end zone as he's found it 3 times, 32-20. They'll look to make it a 14-point game with 1:40 to go right here on the 2-point try. Slow talk, quick rush throw, caught, 2-point conversion, good, as he's able to hit Brody Moss. That was kind of a broken play right off the jump, but he was able to make it. Actually, sorry, check that. It was McLaren who was able to make that quick evasive throw to. The tight end got free. 34-20. Zeeland West up 14. We'll step aside. Be right back.
Was founded based on the belief that the interests of our clients must always come first.
We listen and understand your objectives before making a recommendation.
We customize the portfolio of investments to fit your goals.
It is our commitment to provide a strong line of communication.
Our services include family wealth management, saving for retirement, and estate planning and trust services.
Getting started is as easy as picking up the phone. After all, when everything is said and done, isn't it about time?
It's the final game, folks. This one wins the series.
Struck out with the cheap seats? Important things aren't worth compromising. At Farmers, we offer both quality insurance and great savings. Here, take mine.
We are Farmers. Bum, 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 bum.
Game night is presented in part by Farmers Insurance, Bennett Center Agency, for all auto, home, specialty, life, and commercial insurance. See what a center can do for you. Matt Gutierrez, a good return to just shy of the 40-yard line, and I believe there also is a penalty marker that's being discussed here by the officials at the end of the play. Let's see if some free yardage gets maybe tacked onto it as well. It'll be the opposite. It'll be a hold on the return from West Catholic. We learned last week that I need to stop trying to predict penalties because I predicted a play in this game, but I do not have a good streak the last couple weeks predicting penalties. This is instead going to come back against the Falcons.
Yeah, I've seen the return teams get tied up with each other a couple different times. Had one earlier on the punt. This time, Lencioni and Tanis kind of got tangled up right around midfield on that one, and this one going to back the Falcons up.
All right, Augustine in the offense, now trail by 14, and they got to go quickly. The lefty will be looking to sling it. Here comes the pressure. Dumps off to David Brittenfeld, the senior running back. Has got the 40, and they'll get all that penalty yardage back, and they'll move the chains for the first down. Hendricks on the stop, and West Catholic, no timeouts, less than 90 seconds to go. They're going to have to go incredibly quickly right here, down 2 touchdowns, and need a couple of miracles. If they're going to come back late, penalty markers down, false start. Augustine goes palms up at the end of the play, but that got a little bit rushed right there.
Yeah, a team that goes up tempo enough, so they're should be pretty comfortable in this type of setting, but just trying to go a little bit too quickly right there is the timing and trying to get the line set. Going to back them up a little bit.
Yeah, they like to go up tempo, but maybe if they normally are okay riding in 4th or 5th gear, this is having to shift into 6th, certainly. Augustine will throw to the sideline and well over the head of the intended target, Gabe Schwieters on that one. So now it goes to 2nd down and 15, 1:08 to go. They're fighting the clock really more than they're fighting the yardage.
Yeah, definitely. You can tell just trying to really force things down the field and try to come up with something. They're going to need a big play down the field, trying to find one here to jumpstart this drive.
Zeeland West 7-1 on the year, 6-2 on the year for West Catholic, and both teams looking for a big playoff run, and I think they certainly both will be going that way. Augustine throws over the middle, hauled in, gain of 5 on that quick throw, stepping up in the pocket, and a nice grab as well by Oshevsky at the end of it. 3rd down and 6 right here, actually make it gain of 9. Augustine again slings one to the sideline, and he gunned that one short, looking for Schwieters. 4th down and 6, and this is the last chance for West Catholic to keep this game alive with 46 seconds on the clock.
And now got to worry about trying to get that first down, and instead of some of these vertical plays down the field, we'll see what they're able to drop. Just got to get 6 for right now and live to fight on.
He'll spread it 4 wide here for Augustin, the junior. Stepping up, he's got Brittenfeld for the first down. He'll get down to the 45. Clock will go to 40 seconds as they'll go into turbo mode right here on offense. Again, 4 wide set. And again, Grady Augustin will step up and rip one to the 30-yard line, incomplete, as he was unable to connect with Jack Zagunis on that one.
For the most part, Augustin had some really nice throws on the night. That one just a little bit behind Augustin in the middle of the field down the hash mark. He was kind of cutting it more towards the middle of the field. Augustin throws it out the left shoulder a little bit, and unable to secure that one.
34 seconds to go, now down 14 for West Catholic. A long look to the sideline, and again, the field will be spread. Trips to the left side, and Augustin rolls that way. And he fires short again. That's kind of 3 of his last 4 or 5 throws that he's gunned him short into the turf, 3rd and 10.
Yeah, forcing things just a little bit too much. Is knows he needed to play down the field. He's been pretty accurate all night, so you know he's got the ability to do so. But in some of these rollouts, maybe forcing things a little bit too much, trying to make some throws that aren't completely there, rushing a couple throws as well.
29 seconds on the clock, so it looks like an 8-1 year. They missed out on the OK Gold Championship, but an 8-1 year and a team that certainly has got a chance to win themselves a D3 championship for Zeeland West, and the same can be said in D5 for West Catholic as they are about to potentially drop their 3rd game of the year. This one is short. Olszewski cut up before the first down marker by a trio of green jerseys. Ball came out at the end of the play as well. Hendricks the first contact. 4th down, less than 15 seconds to go as West Catholic's trying to get something going quickly. Field will be spread, empty backfield. Augustin with 8 seconds. The junior throws to the sideline, caught out of bounds in a 4th down conversion as he's able to complete that one to Gabe Schwieters. 4 seconds on the clock and really just one shot at the end zone, so it is going to be Zeeland West moving to 8-1 on the year to finish their regular season before everyone will have a look towards, what is it now, the FanDuel Sports Network, not Valley Sports, FanDuel Sports Network on Sunday to see what exactly the pairings are going to be for the playoffs. Grady Augustin steps up, guns it to the end zone, looking for Zagunis, overthrown, game over, 34-20. Zeeland West with a statement win to close their season. A couple of teams that certainly have got some state championship thoughts, I think, in the back of their mind, and for good reason. They have those state championship thoughts. Chandler, a very well-played ball game, winds up being a 2-score game. It was a lot closer, though, than a 2-score game. This was a really, really fun one that lived up to the billing tonight, and a performance that lived up to the billing for Zeeland West.
Yeah, no doubt. A really good game and 2 really talented teams, well-coached teams that are looking to be a serious threat a week from now in the playoffs. But a really good game. Zeeland West able to execute, though, in the 4th quarter, get those couple scores that they needed, build a lead, and then hold on to it. But just a really impressive game.
We've got a lot still to get to here on our MGN Shop post-game show. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back where are going to have a chance to break it all down. Zeeland West goes to 8-1 on the year. They win on their senior night over the visiting Falcons of West Catholic.
Don't just find yourself, make yourself. Start businesses, build bridges, save lives, raise a whole city. This is your future, so take it and move all of us forward.
Rapid Sports Hall of Fame celebrates the city's rich sports history by honoring prominent West Michigan athletes and those who have contributed greatly to sports on a local, state, or national level. A class is elected each year and then honored at an induction ceremony in the fall. They also prevent annual events in support of West Michigan athletics, and they raise funds to support local youth organizations and charities. Follow them on Facebook or check out the pictures and biographies of all 181 inductees at grshof.com.
Car Center is an automotive collision repair company with multiple shops throughout West Michigan.
Our goal is simple, to bring hospitality to the collision repair industry.
You can find us online at carcentermi.com to find the location nearest to you. Because at Car Center, fixing cars is our job.
But helping people, that's our business.
The pulse of our community flows through all of us. Your blood donation keeps it strong. Schedule your donation at versity.org or call 866-MI-BLOOD. Together, we are a beacon of hope.
You Cello's Restaurante is where great food and sports come together. There's something for everyone from a variety of handcrafted pizzas along with classic Italian dishes. With over 50 plus TVs in each location, you won't miss any action of the big game. Plus, they deliver. To check out their menu or order online, go to ucellos.com. Check us out to see why we're the #1 sports lounge in the area.
The 76 Diner and Truck Stop would like to invite you and your families to come and check out their diner. With locations in both Byron Center and Coopersville, they're a great place to stop before or after the game. They have a wide variety of menu choices to feed all the kids. They serve breakfast hot all day, and they're able to accommodate all of your large group needs. Their full menu is available for takeout orders, and they have online ordering at 76truckstopdiner.com.
Yes, I agree. All right, welcome back. Nate Dreyer, Chandler Timmer here on the MGN Shop post-game show as we wrap up a 34-20 win for Zeeland West as the Ducks go to 8-1. They finish their season at 8-1. Well, they don't finish their season. Both these teams have got a lot more games to play. It'll be a 6-3 finish to the regular season for Coach Grove's team and West Catholic. All right, CT, I'll hand it over to you first for some stats from this game before we take a look back at some highlights.
All right, we'll start with the Falcons on the ground. Brittenfeld, really impressive game, 111 rush yards. Olszewski with 6, Record with 6, Augustin with 52. Augustin also had 158 pass yards on 16 completions. Those broken up 43 to Record, 31 to Brittenfeld. Zagunis with 46, Olszewski 26, and Schwieters with 12 for the Ducks. Through the air, Slotok, 3 completions for 45 yards. 2 to Hendricks for 31. Skaggs with 1 for 14 on the ground. Vanderswag had 41 yards. Hendricks 139, Leslie 43, and Slotok over 100 yards. He had 106 on 12 carries.
Again, first half, Jonah Leslie scored twice on runs, and then Jack Zagunis caught 2 touchdowns. Let's pick it up in the second half. After a stop, West Catholic took their first lead of the game at the end of a grinding drive from Brittenfeld. He found the way in from 3 yards out with 6:22 to go in the third. 1.5 minutes to go and a chance to extend the advantage. Brittenfeld again, the senior, turns the corner into the end zone. Touchdown, West Catholic. Big start to the second half in a 19. Zeeland West then kind of found their way found their backs against the wall a little bit. Trey Slotok on third down, or I think it was second down, actually gunned one sidearm that was nearly intercepted. Olszewski kind of pinned it against the ground on what would have been an interception. And then Trey Slotok on fourth down with everything on the table answered in a big way. From the 8. Slotok will keep him out of the straight tee here. Slotok turns, and he's got the touchdown. Slotok would add the 2-point conversion as well, and then we even called it. During the timeout before this, we said it feels like Keaton Hendricks might be about to break one, and he did just that with what would be the winning score here. Defense. This is Keaton Hendricks breaking it right on cue. Touchdown, Zeeland West. Keaton Hendricks goes 46 to the house.
I think we called that one. That felt.
After that score, Zeeland West was able to come up with a big stop deep in their own territory. They did it on this fourth down. It wasn't quite a sack because Augustin was able to step up in the pocket, but a huge fourth down stop with pressure from all over on the junior. Augustin looking for back-to-back fourth down conversions. Steps up in the pocket. Here comes the pressure. Down he goes. Zeeland West got him all around. Brody Moss the first contact. Turnover on down. Zeeland West then drove the field. They put it on ice as Jonah Leslie came up with his third touchdown plunge of the game with 1:40 to go. Slotok right here, 3rd and goal, looking to plunge it in and put it away. Slotok, he'll keep this time. Jonah Leslie, big hole, touchdown. Zeeland West, and the Ducks put it away. So 34-20, your final. A lot more still to get to. We're going to step aside one last time here on the MGN Shop postgame show. When we come back, we've got some awards to hand out, and then we're going to preview what's next. We're going to see you all tomorrow night as we've got Granville, Caledonia in this really fun close to the regular season. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back here in the MGN Shop postgame show.
We are Centennial Securities,
an independent firm with a team of committed professionals
who strive to exceed our clients' expectations by giving outstanding service.
We're proud to be part of our community where we live and work.
Gear up this season with the MGN Shop, featuring everything from t-shirts, sweatshirts, hats and outerwear, to water bottles, stickers, and other accessories that help show off your style and your support of Game Night, the Granville Bulldogs, and more. To shop, click on the Shop Merch tab at the top of MichiganGameNight.com and browse nearly 50 items. And be sure to check in frequently as new items are added throughout the season. That's the MGN Shop through MichiganGameNight.com.
Upgrade to Music Jams Premium to get uninterrupted listening on all your favorite tunes. Click here to start your 7-day free trial.
If it's important, it's not worth compromising. Which is why with Farmers, you don't have to compromise quality to get great savings on your insurance. I got this.
We are Farmers. Bum, 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 bum.
Game Night is presented in part by Farmers Insurance, Bennett Center Agency, for all auto, home, specialty, life, and commercial insurance. See what a center can do for you. All right, welcome back. Nate Dreyer, Chandler Timmer, MGN Shop postgame show rolls on. CT here from Zeeland Stadium, 34-20. Zeeland West picks up the win here tonight. Welcome inside the booth. We've got some awards to hand out. Let's start with our player of the game, presented by the Center Agency, Farmers Insurance, Bennett Center Agency, new agency that's helping present things on Game Night this year for all auto, home, specialty, life, and commercial insurance needs. See what a center can do for you at 616-980-4949. We went back and forth because Jonah Leslie had 3 touchdowns, but the numbers, along with, of course, the defensive effort, leading the secondary behind the performance, the big 4th down score, Trey Slotak, the player of the game, he impacted all elements with his arm, with his legs, with his defense.
Yeah, he was really impressive in this one and was able to do 45 passing yards, over 100 yards on the ground, and a couple of really big crunch time situations, able to get some big conversions, score as well. And so just his play leading this offense all night long. Of course, the defensive play and some of the physical tackles and plays he was able to make in the secondary, a huge part of that as well.
Yeah, no, absolutely, for sure. We now move on to our Centennial Securities play of the game, and I think this one's pretty straightforward. The running score, or the winning score, was also our longest score of the night. The play of the game is presented, as I said, by Centennial Securities, and Centennial Securities is focused on offering our clients the best investment products, services, and advice. They provide recommendations and customized investment solutions specifically designed and customized for you and your unique goals. Check them out online at centennialscc.com. Keaton Hendricks, 46 yards. The defense. This is Keaton Hendricks breaking it right on cue. Touchdown, Zeeland West. Keaton Hendricks goes 46 to the house.
I think we called that one. That felt like it'd been.
And lastly, we move on to our Car Center hit of the game, and we got a replay of this one as well. 4th down. West Catholic had driven all the way down the field, and Zeeland West comes up with a big play as they're able to engulf Augustin and come up with a 4th down stop that kept the lead and eventually would set up the Leslie score a few. Augustin looking for back-to-back 4th down conversions. Steps up in the pocket. Here comes the pressure. Down he goes. Zeeland West got it all around. Brody Moss, the first contact. Turnover on down. Zeeland West. So that our Car Center hit of the game. All right, CT. Get some rest because we're right back at this tomorrow. Granville versus Caledonia. That'll be a really good game. Granville, they're in the playoffs regardless of what happens. But Caledonia, they're probably out regardless despite a chance to go 5-4 in the OK Red. Missed the D2 playoffs. It certainly is crazy how tough it is to make D2 this year. But it's going to be a great game. Certainly tomorrow. We're right back at it 6:30. But, wrap this one up with your thoughts. A real statement win from Zeeland West. But even in the loss, on a game on the margins here, again, D3 versus D5 too. The one thing I learned tonight, both these teams have got a very good chance to be at Ford Field in 5 weeks' time.
Yeah, no doubt. I think coming into Week 9, both these teams felt pretty good about where they were at, but a really good opportunity to play against another high-level caliber playoff team, type of team in the regular season and kind of tune things up. I think both teams feel pretty good coming out of this one. Of course, Zeeland West with the win, but West Catholic played a pretty solid game as well and kind of dominated things, or at least were in control of things through 3 quarters before Zeeland West turned it on. But yeah, no doubt. I think both these teams are looking to do some serious damage come playoff time and likely going to be stacking a couple more wins to their already impressive seasons.
All right, and they will find out Sunday who exactly they are playing as we'll have that selection show, and then the playoffs right away coming at you. 34-20, the 2-score win for Zeeland West. They finished the regular season at 8-1. West Catholic will finish at 6-3. All right, we'll see everyone right back here tomorrow night, 6:30 for Granville, Caledonia. He's Chandler Timmer. I'm Nate Dreyer signing off. We'll see you all tomorrow.